Yo, what up, what up, what up, man? It is time. It is your boy Divine Sense Boxing back in the building. What's good, everyone, man? It's fight night once again, like 7 weeks in a row. Fights back to back, man. You guys have been able to experience Divine Sense do live commentary for 7 weeks in a row, man. That's a blessing. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming in early. And, of course, for hitting that like button, getting the likes all the way up, man. I appreciate you guys immensely. Shout out to my man, Demon Kennedy. Was good, bro. I see you. All right, bro. Let's see if you get this prediction right, man. We got a wrench waiting for you, bro. You've been coming in quite often these past couple of weeks, man, and I appreciate you. Mangus Allen in the building. Demetrius Bright in the building. Salute to you. DP Rucker, my man. What's good, bro? Dren Reb from Manila. Shout out to Manila. Shout out to you. My man, Nitty G, also in the building, an official member of the channel. Always got to shout out my official members, man. Much love and respect to all of you guys, man. Vano's Crew Clips dropping in, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys know the drill, man. Get the likes all the way up. We always got targets up in here, man. We got to get the target up. The first target is 50 likes. That should be easy peasy right off the tip, right? Boom. Pause. 50 likes. You know what I'm saying? Get it all the way up, and we'll work all the way up even higher and beyond that. Jeremiah King, what's good, man? Good to see you up in here. All right, man. You guys know what it is, man. David Benavidez versus David Lemieux. Just right around the corner. I believe it's the next fight. Oh, no, we got Gomez versus Cota next, I think. I'm not sure about the lineup tonight. I don't know which is the co-main event, the main event, whatever have you. But looks like I'm in here a little bit early. Mr. J, nah, bro, man, I'm in Asia, bro. I'm out here all the way in Asia, man. It's Sunday morning for me. Sunday morning, bro. Also, man, we got a poll up in the chat, man. You guys know what to do, man. Go ahead and get those votes popping, get the votes all the way up, because as we creep closer to the main event, a lot of people come in, they see the poll, they get engaged. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a part of it, so make sure you vote in that poll. Obviously, no disrespect to Lemieux, but Benavidez, man, to no surprise, 93% so far saying Benavidez is going to get that stoppage. And yes, let me put this up here. Shout out to Batman, man. I don't know what the hell's going on around here anymore, man. I just sent a message to Drew because I saw Drew's post and I was lost for words. And the only thing that I can say was I just feel like I'm surrounded by death, man. Like, I don't got the time or energy to get too political right now, but on a serious note, on a real note, hold your loved ones closely, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't called your dad in a while, you haven't called your mom in a while, even called your brothers, your sisters, whatever, man. If you've been having a dispute with one of your family members, squash that shit. Squash it right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. You know, a lot of you guys may know, you guys were around, but my dad passed away back in January of this year, and we didn't speak for probably 12 years. We didn't speak. We didn't see eye to eye on a lot of different things. But the past couple of years during the pandemic, we kind of reconnected. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for that because I don't know what I would do with myself if my dad passed away and we never spoke. So, word of advice. And, you know, in regards to Batman, like, cool dude. If you guys didn't know who he was, very cool dude. I don't know all the info. I heard that he was murdered. I don't know the details about it, but I do know that Drew plans to go live about it, perhaps tomorrow, to talk about it. And he used to come on here. He came on my channel too. He came onto a lot of our channels and talked boxing. And unfortunately, somebody decided to take his life, man. So life is precious. Hold the ones that you love dearly. As you guys come into the building, man, I appreciate you, man. Get the likes all the way up. All right. The first target, of course, is 50 likes. So help your boy Divine. Go ahead and get that. That's what, lets the people know that we're in here. We're talking boxing for the love of boxing, And yeah, man, I hope we have another fantastic live stream, live commentary like we always do. Mr. J, yeah, I don't know if he had a boxing channel per se, but he was definitely in the community, dropping in on panels, giving his opinion about things. But really cool, calm, cool, collected dude from what I gathered. I had a few conversations with him, man, and yeah, nonetheless, man, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad to hear this news. We lost Kurt Sugar not too long ago as well, who was massive in the community, boxing historian, who even some of the bigger channels out here connected with Kurt Sugar on a regular basis. So it's just another one down, man. Another lost life. I never say lost soul because his soul will live on forever, but another lost life in this lifetime. So if you guys have a moment, send your condolences and, pay your respects. All right, guys. So I believe we are getting ready to get into the co-main event. I'll go ahead and peep it with you guys. And for these, co-main events and the fights leading up to the main event, I don't score it because it takes a lot of energy out of me. If you guys been a part of the live streams before where I commentate fights, like I'm in it. You know what I mean? I don't just bullshit around. Like I score punch by punch. I put a lot of energy into it. So for the co-main events and the fights leading up to the main event, I just chill and watch it as a boxing fan and, just commentate right now and just kick it with you guys leading up to the main event, waiting for people to, slowly filter in the building. Yeah, so let me see real quick. So we got Yovolis Gomez and Jorge Cota, both 5'11", fighting at 156. So this is a catchweight, I guess. Interesting. So that's what we got right now. If you're watching on PBC, that's where we at right now. So we will see how this co-main event gets down. And, like I said, man, people will filter in once it gets closer to the main event, like always. And traditionally, after a main event, I usually drop the link. People can come in, leave their thoughts. Drake Lemonade, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing out there? Yeah, if you're just joining, man, we got the co-main event right now, I believe. And then we got the main event. So you haven't missed nothing. So sit tight. I understand that not everybody's able to watch the fight live. So you come in and, check out what's going on. And oh shit. All right. I don't know, guys, man. I think there might be a, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But I'll just say this. I think there might be some surprises tonight. I think there's going to be surprises. I think one way or another, we're going to be surprised tonight in this fight. So y'all buckle your seatbelts. So bear with me, guys. I'm just going to prepare my scorecards for the main event real quick. If you're just joining, I believe we're in the co-main event. So you haven't missed anything. Go ahead and get comfortable. Kick your feet up. Turn up the volume on Divine Sense Boxing's commentary. My handy dandy scorecard right here, man. Old school shit right here. If you guys are just coming in, man, make sure you hit that like button, of course, and vote in that poll. Go ahead and vote in that poll because, as you guys know, I leave it open right into the very end. As soon as the referee pulls both fighters into the center of the ring, I end that poll. So that's your opportunity to let the people know how you think this fight's going to go down. And I love it because sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, especially when it's overwhelmingly one way or the other. Terry Smoot, man. What's good, bro? Yes, sir. Coming in, paying your respects, bro. I appreciate you, man. We're all a little bit sad right now. A little bit of sorrow. But we watching this fight tonight for Batman. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing tonight. We're watching this shit for Batman. Batman's looking down on us as we watch this fight. He's a part of this fight party right now. If y'all just joined, man, welcome. Get comfortable. I believe we are in the co-main event of tonight's main event. David Benavidez and David Lemieux. So go ahead and get comfortable. You guys know how we do out here. Live commentary, scoring the fight round by round, punch by punch. I mean, hit that like button, vote in the poll. We got the poll moving a little bit. It's moving a little bit, man. It's moving a little bit, man. We got a few people in here saying Lemieux by stoppage. If you're still in the building and you voted Lemieux by stoppage, man, comment in the comment section, man. Let us know why. Let us know why, because there's probably only like 2 of you. Drake, yeah, Batman passed away, man. He's no longer with us. I believe that Drew Titan is going to speak on it tomorrow. He has all the details. So I guess stand by for that. But what I do know is we lost a great one. We lost another great one. Andrew Charles in the building was good. If y'all just joining, man, and wondering what the deal is, we're in the co-main event right now of the main event of Gomez and Cota. It just started round 1. They got 1 round of 10. And then I believe we do have the main event, of course, Benavidez and Lemieux right after this. So they did interview both fighters, not during this fight, but the last fight, the previous fight before the one that's happening right now. And Lemieux looked like really warmed up. Like he was really sweaty already, which is a bit early, I think, which made me feel like, oh, these 2 dudes are throwing bombs right now. Damn. Okay. The last fight was like that too. The last fight, man, they were throwing bombs on the entire fight. But this dude Gomez came out. He trying to knock out Cota early. Oh, uppercut. Hey, yo, and shout out to Phoenix, Arizona, man. Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona. That's where the fight is tonight. That's my hometown, man. Representing that PHX, man, 602. I'm glad that we got some quality fighters coming from the area now, man, putting Phoenix on the map. Platt Boy, man, in the building. What's good, bro? You made it. Man, I always get excited when Platt Boy makes it, man, because hey, he doesn't always have a chance to come in here, man. It's always good to see you, bro. Yeah, man, keep the volume up, bro. I'll keep you informed, man. We in the co-main event right now, bro. You haven't missed nothing yet. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Kevin Samuels, Kurt Sugar. We've lost a lot out here in this community, man. I've been around a long time in this boxing community on YouTube, and we've lost plenty of good people. Plenty of good people out here in this boxing community over the past, 12, 13 years that I've been a part of this. And, that's why some of us, if not many of us, get irritated when other channels out here, and if you know who I'm talking about, then you know. They fake injuries. They fake deaths for views, for subscribers, for cash apps and shit. Oh, yeah. In this community, man. Real talk. In this community, the channels out here faking car accidents and injuries and help me, send me money. I need subscribers. 2 weeks later, they're back on live like nothing ever happened and nobody ever pays any mind to it. Oh, shit, you better? That's cool, bro. Meanwhile, we got real deaths happening in our community that nobody pays a mind to. And those dudes who were faking these accidents and these deaths and these injuries, they ain't giving no respects to Batman. They ain't giving no respects to Kurt Sugar, man. Need I say more? Need I say more? And if you know who I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about. Andrew Charles, that's what's up. Arturo in the building. I know my man Arturo's going for Benavidez. Now my man's going for Benavidez. Like I was saying earlier, man, y'all about to get some surprises tonight. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now. I can't wait. I can't wait for the surprises, bro. Moon Mystic in the building, bro. I appreciate you, man, immensely. Thank you. New here to the channel, bro. Well, make sure you subscribe, bro. Stay a part of the conversation, man. Thank you. Yo, Moon Mystic, did you randomly find me, or was it somebody telling you about me? Did you get a referral or what? I'm always curious on how people find me, man. There's a lot of channels out here. You know what I mean? A lot of channels out here. A lot of channels live right now. So, I'm just always curious about how people find me, man. Omega, what's good, man? Man, all of the official members of the channels are starting to drop in. That's what we need, man. We need that foundation in here. We need that foundation in here. And yo, this fight tonight's dedicated to Batman, man. It's dedicated to Batman. Hit that like button for Batman. We got 34 people in here. We should have 34 likes. No excuses. At 34 people in here, we should have 34 likes. No excuses. This one is for Batman tonight, man. Make sure you go ahead and vote in that poll, too. Right here at the top of the live chat. Right now, we got 93% of the people saying Benavidez by stoppage. Y'all got no respect for Lemieux, bro. Damn. Y'all got no respect for Lemieux. Oh, okay, shit. I guess Lemieux ain't shit. Oh, that's what's up, Moon Mystic. Yeah, the sensei, Stormy B. Shout out to Stormy B, man. He's always putting in a good word for me. I appreciate him, bro. I appreciate Stormy B a lot. Me and Stormy, we be out here cooking. Yeah. Next time you go over to Stormy B, man, Tell him that I appreciate him putting in the good word. Mangus Allen, appreciate you. Let the people know. Damn, Gomez just no. He just damn. Gomez just throwing dudes down. He is like assaulting Cota right now. It's just a straight up assault. No tactic. No. No strategy. Just full steam ahead. This is some crazy shit right here. Hey, Gomez ain't got no respect for Cota. This is the co-main event, y'all, man. If y'all just joining in, man, I'm just letting you know this is the co-main event. We are in round 3 of 10 of the co-main event. Gomez Cota. Gomez, I believe he's a Cuban fighter. Not 100% sure, but he's just assaulting Cota, man. Cota, if you guys don't know, he's been around for a long time. Mexican fighter. Been in some big fights. Interesting to see if Cota can withstand this assault, weather the storm. Gomez is putting a lot of energy out. He might blow himself out. He might get a flat tire later on. Moon Mystic, man. Facts, bro. They got no respect for Lemieux at all. Look at that poll. That poll's crazy right there. That poll's crazy right there. You got 32 votes in the poll so far, right? And by the time the main event comes around, we'll probably get around 100. But yo, 32 votes in the poll, and that means that only like 4, maybe 5 people have voted anything for Lemieux. I'd say about 3 or 4, actually. About 3 or 4 people. Guru, what's good, man? Yeah, man. Sometimes these referees, man, they be cracking me up. They get in the way, they get clocked. Oh, yeah. I just saw that. He ate it. He ate that punch. Hey, look at him. Look at him strutting too. Look at the referee strutting. He's like, yeah, man, shit. I've been hit with harder shit before, man. My wife hit me harder than that. My wife hit me across the head with the pot last night. That wasn't shit. That's what that referee's saying. Oh, big overhand, right. He did not look good. Oh. Damn. I don't think this is going to go very long, y'all, man. I think this co-main event is going to be over quick time. I think it's going to be over quick. But that doesn't mean, though, the main event's just going to happen right away. We've been through this before. I think it was the Canelo Bivol fight where the co-main event. What's the co-main event, man? Was it? Oh, no, it was. What fight was that? It was the fight with Boots. Boots got like a second round knockout in the co-main event. So it ended really early, and then we sitting around for like 30 minutes waiting for the main event. You know, because it's all timed, right? They always plan these fights for every fight to go 10 rounds or 12 rounds or whatever. But I reckon the ring walks, man, will probably be in about 30 minutes. Roughly 30 minutes. So just FYI. If y'all just coming in, man, get comfortable, kick your feet up, get ready for a big fight. I think it's going to be a crazy fight tonight, man. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting and surprising fight tonight. I'm probably one of the few that think it's actually going to be very competitive. Make sure you vote in that poll. The poll will close as the fighters enter the ring. So don't complain later if you didn't get your vote in. And people always complain. Oh, man, why'd you close the poll, man? Shit, I want to get my prediction right. I mean, I have it up for damn near an hour. That's a good question, Teach. I'm trying to figure that shit out myself. Oh, Plat Boy, man, you missing my prediction videos, man. Y'all be killing me missing my prediction videos. I guess I gotta figure out a time when to upload these videos, man, because y'all be missing them. Time zone be killing me. Nah, man. So in my prediction video, I said that essentially I said this. I officially got Benavidez winning this fight in late stoppage. That is my official prediction. But in that prediction video, I said, do not be surprised. And I'm saying this adamantly. Do not be surprised if Lemieux pulls the upset. Do not. Do not be shocked, as I won't be. I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to be not surprised, but I'm going to be ecstatic that I warned y'all not to be surprised, right? But I'm not going to be surprised that Lemieux pulls the upset at all. You know what I mean? And in that prediction video, man, I told you guys exactly why not to be surprised. And the way a lot of you guys be talking out here, I'm expecting a lot of eyebrows raised and be surprised that Benavidez gets knocked out. I've been around this game too long, man. I've been talking about this sport, been a part of the sport way too long, man. And I know what's about to happen tonight. Now, like I said, I do feel that Benavidez, man, is going to get the late stoppage. But I don't think it's because he's overwhelmingly better than Lemieux. I really don't. I think that the possibility of the fight going into the later rounds is very high. And the later the fight gets, the more it benefits Benavidez. All right? But do not be surprised if Lemieux knocks this dude out before 5 rounds, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. So, you know what I mean? And I was on a couple panels. I was over at Southern T's channel the other night. Or actually, I guess it was this morning for you guys. I was on Southern T, and I went on there, and I said, hey, if Lemieux pulls the upset, man, I'm going to be back here knocking on the door. Because look at the poll. Look at the poll right now. Yeah, I mean, it would be a huge upset. But look, man, I want to say this, right? I want to say this. We got a reverse role situation right now. The roles have reversed in regards to David Lemieux. Now, a lot of you guys may have just started watching David Lemieux when he was like coming up and he was fighting like Triple G or Curtis Stevens or whatever, whoever it may have been, right? But I've been watching David Lemieux back when he was making videos for youth boxing on ESPN when he was like 13, 14 years old. David Lemieux and I are like the same age. I think I might be like a year or two older than him. So when I was coming up in high school and I was boxing, like I knew who David Lemieux was. I used to watch his videos all the time. Right? Anyway, I've watched his rise to popularity, and I've also been a part of all the times where he came up short. And you got to be reminded that at one point in time, he was in the position that David Benavidez is in right now, where he was a rising star, right? He was like 25-0 with 24 knockouts, and he went in for a title eliminator, which is what this fight's going to be tonight. It's a title eliminator for the WBC. And in that fight, he was going to fight a guy named Marco Antonio Rubio. And Rubio was a veteran. He had been in there with some of the biggest names in the division, was a veteran, had like 50-plus fights. And if Lemieux beat him, then he got his title shot, right? And the first, I think, 5-6 rounds, Lemieux was beating the shit out of him. And he burned himself out because he never really been that far in a fight before. He's so used to knocking dudes out early. and he got tired and he got clipped. And then Lemieux's corner ended up stopping it because they didn't want him to take too much damage. And it was very controversial. As a matter of fact, after that fight, Lemieux fired his whole team. The same team that brought him up since he was a teenager. He fired them because they stopped the fight early. But now we have a similar situation that is happening right now where Benavidez is the young dude coming up, got a lot of knockouts, exciting fighter, right? He hurts people, he knocks people out. And Lemieux is now the veteran, right? Because Lemieux has been in there. I mean, let's be honest. He's been in there with the biggest names there is, man, at 160 and 168. He's been in there against Billy Joe Saunders. He's been in there against Triple G. He's been in there against Curtis Stevens. He's been in there against Gabriel Rosado. I mean, the list goes on with the names that he's been in there with, right? You can't turn a blind eye to experience. So a lot of people think that Lemieux is going to come out, try to knock him out. It's not going to work. He's going to get tired, and then Benavidez is going to knock him out. That's more or less the analysis that I've been receiving on YouTube, man. But don't be surprised if David Lemieux is going to show some veteran savviness tonight and be a bit more relaxed, and gauge and try to time Benavidez. And Lemieux is not just like, oh, let me try to throw a big punch and land it, right? Go back and look at his knockouts, man. Go back and look. Look how he knocked out Curtis Stevens. It's like the knockout of the year, by the way, when he knocked out Curtis Stevens. Then look how he knocked out Gary O'Sullivan. Look how he knocked out like a lot of these dudes. He sets them up. He sets the power shots up. And let me say this too. Benavidez was dropped by Graville, who doesn't punch nearly as hard as Lemieux. Like not even in the same stratosphere. And he walked into a half jab, half hook. He walked right into it and got dropped. Right? Because that's one of Benavidez's flaws is he overcommits. He gets overconfident and he got his chin up in the air trying to throw punches. Lemieux's got more skill than what people give him credit for, right? He's made a career out of catching and shooting. He's made a career of catching a shot and throwing a bigger shot and putting people to sleep. When he put Curtis Stevens to sleep, he caught a shot. He got hit. It's just that he hits harder. And the thing about Benavidez is he's not a one-punch artist. Nah, man, he's an accumulation type dude. He beats you down. So, man, that's why y'all subscribe to Divine Sense. Because there ain't nobody talking like that, man, out here, man. And I've went around to every damn channel there is, bro. Ain't nobody talking the way I'm talking. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to buckle your seatbelts, man. That's why I got my coffee. I'm energetic this morning. For me, it's Sunday morning. For me, shit. This is my church right here. That's right. That's my church right here. Wake up, energetic, get on boxing, man. What's up, Fred? Don Dada, man, no doubt. Don Dada, no doubt, bro. Yo, we had 40 people in here at one point, man. We should have 40 likes by now, man. Get the likes up, man. There ain't no reason why we shouldn't have 50 likes before this main event starts. I don't know how we don't already. And also go ahead and vote in that poll while you still have a chance. I'm going to end the poll once the main event starts. Hey, Teach, Coda's, he's just straight up getting his ass beat. So, and let me say this too, man. Let me say this. This is the crazy thing about boxing, right? And like I said, I've been around for a long time, man. I've seen the craziest shit that you can fathom. This is the way boxing works. Because in a perfect world, it makes sense on all levels, right? Benavidez beats Lemieux. He beats an established, contender / ex-champion, a guy that has a good resume. He needs this for his resume because, quite frankly, Benavidez' resume ain't all that. It's really not. Let's be real. He ain't got no Caleb Plants on it. He got no names. Some of it's not his fault. Some of it's not his fault. I would admit that, but it is what it is, right? On paper, he ain't got shit. So he needs this, and he needs to perform well. If this goes to 12 rounds and David Lemieux gets his shots in and David Benavidez is hurt, but David Benavidez fighting in his hometown gets the decision, that ain't good enough, man. That ain't good enough, in my opinion. But let me say this, right? In a perfect world, that's what we want. That we want Benavidez to win in fantastic fashion so he can put that pressure on Canelo. And I think Benavidez gives Canelo problems. I really do. And the crazy thing is, if Lemieux pulls the upset, I think Canelo beats Lemieux easy. As a matter of fact, I think Canelo beats Lemieux way easier than what Benavidez is going to do tonight because styles make fights. Styles make fights, man. And that's the crazy thing. And I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised. And the thing about Canelo is that he's probably going for Lemieux tonight. Real talk. Real talk. Canelo wants Lemieux to knock out Benavidez tonight. He's rooting for it. Because if he's forced into a situation to defend his titles, then he wants it to be Lemieux because, you can promote it. If Lemieux knocks out Benavidez, it's like, damn, Lemieux still got power. Maybe Lemieux can knock out Canelo. Whatever, right? You can sell the fight easily. And Lemieux's been in the shadow of Canelo for a long time. So Canelo's like, yeah, Canelo's going to get paid for the fight. He don't got to pay Lemieux that much. And Canelo wants Lemieux to win tonight. Platt Boys, what's y'all thoughts on Canelo? Well, if you're asking me, man, I got 2 words. Bullshit. But y'all can leave your opinion. Don't doubt facts, man. But that's how boxing works, bro. I'm telling you, that's how boxing works. Yo, if you guys are just joining, we're in the co-main event, round 7 of 10. 7 of 10 of the co-main event. So I think the main event's going to happen about 15 minutes. The main event's going to come on in 15 minutes. So get comfortable, get your popcorn, get your Corona, get your wine, get your gin tonic, whatever it is. Saturday night for y'all out there, man. Get comfortable because I'm about to commentate this fight punch by punch, man, and score the fight. Let you guys know how I see it. Get the likes all the way up. How are we going to have 66 people and only 37 likes? You come in, you knock on the door. I greet you at the door. You say, what's up, man? Hey, what's good, man? Welcome to the house. Welcome to the fight party. You know what I mean? And that's you hitting the like button. That's you hitting the like button right there. Come knock on the door, hit the like button. If you got somewhere to go, well, it is what it is, but hit the damn like button. If you guys are just joining and you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Divine Sense Boxing. It's what I do. I do commentating on fights. I break down fights. I give fight predictions. I score the fight. You know what I mean? And you guys, if you stick around, man, you're going to see how I do it. I don't know how you go around YouTube and watch other guys commentate on the fight, but you're going to see why Divine Sense Boxing is one of the best on YouTube when it comes to commentating live fights. Stick around, man. You're going to find out. Stick around. You're going to find out. And if you're wondering why I can't show the fight, well, I think it's pretty self-evident, man. YouTube be taking videos down when I talk about, the pandemic. So it don't take much. So I can't take the risk. But anyway, stick around. And you'll find out why Divine Sense is one of the best at this shit, commentating live on fights, man. It's my MO. It's what I do. Moon Mystic, pretty much, bro. Pretty much every big fight. Pretty much. We're in round 8 of 10, according to my live stream, co-main event. And then we have the main event right after this. So I expect the main event to be about 15, 20 minutes max. 15, 20 minutes max. Main event happening, man. David Benavidez, David Lemieux. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and vote in the poll. Stick around. And anybody, man, anybody at any point, if you're interested in becoming an official member of the channel, like my man, who we got official members in the channel right now? We got my man Plat Boys in here. He's an official member. We had Omega in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. He's an official member of the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your perks. Get your perks. Get your exclusive videos that I put out for members only. You know what I mean? Anytime I talk about, you know, like outside boxing type conversations, you know what I mean? That's for members only. Like I talked about the Will Smith situation. That was for members only. So have access to that. Have access to custom emojis that I put in here for big fights. You got that. But more importantly, man, it's your little, you know what I'm saying? It's your little contribution to the channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, you pay a couple dollars a month, little contribution, helps the channel grow, motivates me to come on here and do this, man, because this takes a lot of time and energy, man. A lot of people think that, oh, man, you just turn on the mic and you chilling. Nah, like there's a lot of shit that you got to do to get this type of shit popping. So, you know what I mean? Like a couple dollar contribution is what keeps the channel alive so I can continue to do this type of shit. MStacks 85. Hey, the disrespect for Lemieux, the disrespect for Lemieux is no joke, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Absolutely hard work. Speaking on that, Arturo should be an official member by now, bro. Arturo, what's good, bro? You don't love your boy Divine, man? Shit, every time I go live, you in here, Arturo. Damn, Kodo. Kato or Kodo, where the hell his name is, he over there limping. He was out there struggling to make it back to the corner after that round. Wow, they're taking a look at him. Man, he's been taking some hellacious shots. This ain't healthy. This is not healthy. Yeah, he wearing those Rival gloves. I haven't seen Rival in a minute. Yeah, the referee, they're taking a real serious look. Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. I think they got to take a serious look. Cota been taking some serious shots, man. Snapping his head back all night long. What weight was this again? Like 156? This like a catch weight. Is this a catch weight of 154? Gomez wants to end it. Ooh. What's up, everyone? Dropping in, man. I appreciate you. We got 73 people in here. We should have 73 likes. Damn. Don't come in here and don't wipe your feet off before you enter the building, man. Hit the like button, get comfortable. And you know what I'm saying? By you hitting the like button, that means you love boxing. It don't mean nothing. It's free. Hit the like button, vote in the poll. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Get to know the Kingdom of Divine Sense and all the fine people that we have in here talking about boxing. Shit, Coda running now, man. He literally trying to. Ooh, Man. Nasty right hook. But he literally trying to just survive at this point. What's up, everyone, man? Dropping in, man. I appreciate you. We are about 10 minutes away from the main event, man. 10 minutes. So you got time. Grab your drinks. Grab your Doritos. Roll up your tortillas, whatever it is, man. And get comfortable. We got 10 minutes. Tomas Perez, facts. He is the biggest puncher. It's the biggest step up of his career, this fight, man. Lemieux ain't no joke, bro. Y'all about to find out. Moon Mystic, do you think Canelo will fight Bivol again? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless he goes back up to 175 again. I don't think Bivol will come down. I don't think he will. And I don't blame him. All right, this is about to go to the last round. We're about to enter the last round of the co-main event, man. And then we got the main event. So make sure you got the like button smacked. You got your vote in the poll. Let the people know what you think is going to happen in this fight. Because we got the main event just right around the corner, man. We're going into the final round of the co-main event. All right, man. Final round, man. Let's see if Gomez can get this knockout. Let's see. Cowardnello, what's good, man? Your name be cracking me up every time I see it in the chat. He said Benavidez by stoppage. All right. Let's see, bro. Oh, what a shot. Coda shaking up again. It's crazy that he's been able to take these shots, bro. Damn. Gomez want that knockout badly, bro. But Coda refused to go down, man. And his head has been literally snapped back several times to the point where if you guys are just joining or not watching the fight, where the referee had to go into the corner and warn, like, yo, if I see his head snap back like that, I'm gonna stop the fight. But last minute of this last round, man. Last minute, co-main event. We're about 10 minutes away from the main event, man. Co-main event just about to end, and we go straight into that main event. If you're stopping by and you're new to the channel, man, salute to you. Thanks for dropping by. Hit that like button. Get comfortable. I'm going to commentate the fight. I'm going to give you a round-by-round fight card. So make yourself comfortable. And you know what I'm saying? We're about to get it popping. We got 92 people in here and 53 likes, man. Y'all need to let the people know, man, how we work it out here. Let the people know how we work it out here as far as getting those likes up. We putting work out here, man. Love voting in the poll, but then don't hit the like button. I don't understand that shit. All right, man. We're waiting for these scorecards of the co-main event. And then we got the main event. All right. So, like I said, about 10 minutes away. Main event, Benavidez and Lemieux. It's about to go down. I'll be scoring the fight round by round, letting you guys know how I see it. Of course, with my commentary, punch by punch analysis. So if you can do me a favor, because I like to know, you know what I'm saying, where everybody's at and how they're watching the fight. If you're not watching the fight and you're listening to my commentary, let me know in the chat, man, because I like to have an idea of roughly how many people are tuning in who can't watch the fight. And those of you who are watching the fight, but perhaps you mute the commentary and listen to Divine Sense, let me know in the chat as well. I always like to know how you guys watch the fight / my commentary. If you guys are just joining, welcome. We're about to get into the main event. We're waiting for the scorecards of the co-main event. The co-main event just ended. So once that's done, and then we just sitting here waiting for the main event to begin. I don't know why Cota going backwards with his chin up in the air like that is weird. I mean, yeah, if he didn't have a chin, he probably would have got stopped in like round 4. Yeah, I lowered the commentary. They be gassing shit up that don't be happening. Facts, Johnny Q. Moon Mystic watching your stream while out of town. Okay, yeah, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Gomez gets the decision. Obviously, he's beating the shit out of Cotto the whole fight. I guess Cotto can walk away saying that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't get dropped, but man, he took a lot of damage. All right, guys, man. Main event right around the corner. Main event right around the corner, man. I hope you guys got, like I said, man, got your lemonade, got your gin tonic, whatever you like to sip on, ready. Doritos, tacos, Doritos, whatever it is, man. Get comfortable, put your feet up. Another big fight, man. Another big fight about to pop. Big Felipe Brazi. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm sure you know an extensive amount of boxing. Get the fuck out of here. And you're in here because of what? And you're in here because of what? Yeah. In here because you want to get on my dick. That's why. Bitch ass. People can't help themselves, man. Y'all, hey, and you know what the crazy thing is, man? He had to subscribe to be able to comment that. He had to subscribe to be able to comment that. That's the type of dick riding that people be doing out here, man. They can't resist. They just can't. Crazy out here, man. So, wrenches, all my wrenches in the channel or in the chat tonight, man, y'all got to stay alert. You know what I mean? Stay frosty, stay alert, keep your head on a swivel, because there's a very good chance that we're going to get more dumbasses like that come in here. Shit pathetic, man. Oh, let me subscribe to the channel. Let me wait. Let me wait until my time limit is up so I can make a stupid ass comment because I want to be on this dude's dick so badly. Yeah. Oh, what can I say? Well, I don't know what to say. Once I get in the chat, I don't even know what to say. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say that he don't know about boxing, and I'm gonna say he like to do coke. Yeah. That sounds good, man. That's a good line to enter the building with. Yeah, because what I really want to say is, hey, you looking good, Divine, man. I wish I can be on your dick because I'm gay. You know what I mean? That's what you really want to say, but you can't because you expose yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you got an alter ego and shit, and you got some internal demons that you're dealing with, bro. I'm sorry, I can't fix you. Sorry, I can't fix you, bro. But I hope you get help, though. I hope you get help. But yo, wrenches, stay alert. That's all I got to say. Stay alert. If you're new to the channel, man, this is Divine Sense Boxing in the building, man. Salute to everyone in, man. Hit that like button as you enter the building, man. We in here to talk about boxing. We got a big fight coming up, man, right around the corner in about 10 minutes or so. David Benavidez, David Lemieux, they about to exchange bombs right now. This shit about to get lit. If you think this is going to be an easy fight for Benavidez, I don't think so. I think that you're going to be surprised. Vote in the damn poll. Let me know who you think's going to win this fight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Stay a part of the conversation. Get up in the chat and talk about boxing with these amazing boxing fans that we got in here, man. Right? Be a part of it. And if you're coming in here to hate, you're going to get bopped up out of here quick time. So if that's what you like to do, is get bopped on the head with a wrench, then be my guest. We don't got no damn time for that shit, man. Gregory, what's good, man? How you doing tonight? Facts, Mangus. We got over 100 people in here. We got over 100 people in here. And I know a lot of people on their phone, right? If you're on a laptop, I usually watch this stuff on my laptop when I'm at home. But a lot of people on their phones, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You just got to slide down a little bit. Slide down and just say bop on that like button. That's it. Just bop. That means that you're a true boxing fan. Real talk. Real 100% talk, man. If I got 100 people in here and 70 likes, to me, that shows me that we got 70 real boxing fans. That's what we got in here. That's what we really got in here. If you guys are just joining and wondering, what, and maybe you're subscribed, but you're waiting your time limit to be able to comment, I got you. I got you covered. We are waiting for the main event. The co-main event just finished up. So they're doing a little bit of promo videos right now. As a matter of fact, they're showing some promo videos of Tank Davis. And the main event itself is just around the corner, man. So you haven't missed anything. As a matter of fact, you came in just in time. So go ahead and get comfortable. You know what I mean? And if you subscribed, I appreciate you. And once you're subscribed, you'll be able to participate in the chat here with all these great boxing fans that we have in here. This is the Divine Sense Boxing family. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great fight tonight. That I promise you. And I'm glad to be a part of it. And yo, this Tank Davis and Rolly press conference shit, this should be having me laughing hard. Rolly be getting me cracking up, bro. The shit that Rolly say. Rolly be having me cracking up, bro. He said, he kept talking about, oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm gonna knock him out. I love it. I love it. It's crazy because Rolly be out here talking all this crazy shit about beating up and knocking out, and even at the press conference, right? And then Tank Davis is just smiling the whole time, looking calm and relaxed. So I'm looking forward to dropping my prediction video about that fight too. Probably within the next couple of days. Next couple of days, I'm going to do that. But I like the fight buildup so far. I do. Moon Mystic really sounds like a Dragon Ball Z villain. Facts. He be cracking me up with the shit that he says, bro. But I like it, though. I like it. It makes the build-up interesting. You know what I mean? Who won the last fight? What's up, Cassie? Gomez. Gomez won by decision. Karma Boxing and MMA in the building was good, man. We got 143 people in the building, man. I salute every single one of you guys. Thanks for being a part of this. I appreciate you. Just do me a favor and hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know that you're coming in here because you love boxing. You want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? And, you know, do the right thing and hit that like button, man. Also, go ahead and vote in the poll. As of right now, we got 145 votes in the poll. 82% says Benavidez by stoppage. 11% is said Benavidez by decision. Only 4% says Lemieux by stoppage. 3% Lemieux by decision. That is crazy. Y'all giving Lemieux no love at all. Is there any Lemieux fan in the chat right now? Like anybody going for Lemieux? Anybody going for Lemieux, man? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Shit, there's got to be at least one. There's got to be at least one, man. Main event just around the corner, guys. If you guys are just coming in and you're wondering, you know, what's up with the fight, well, we're getting ready for the ring walks. It's literally like 5 minutes away. So go ahead and get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If you're new, subscribe so you can comment in the chat, be a part of this great community that we have here. Click the like button. And right now we're just looking at a little bit of promo videos of David Benavidez talking, doing some, you know, training and whatnot. And we got the fight, man. So welcome. Welcome to Divine Sense Boxing. Good to have you a part of this. Promo videos of Benavidez still. I wonder if they're going to show anything of Lemieux. Town Biz, what's good, bro? Hey, Town, man. Last time I tried to bring you in here, like you were backstage for a minute, then you dropped out, bro. Does like StreamYard not work for you, or what's up? Wolfie, here's another one, man. Wrenches. We got another one, man. We got another one, man. These motherfuckers, bro. This shit's crazy, bro. This shit crazy. They literally subscribe to the channel and they can't comment right away, right? They gotta wait. They gotta wait to comment. Y'all understand what I'm saying, man? This is why we do what we do here when we adjust the subscription button the way that we do, right? So we can filter out these lames. Right? They gotta wait. They subscribe. They can't wait to comment. They get in here and what do they say? This guy don't know shit about boxing. Oh, yeah, look at him, man. He out here doing coke. Get your bitch ass up out of here, bro. Living in your mom's basement. Can't wait to get on my dick, bro. Can't wait, huh? You probably see the thumbnail on YouTube and you see my picture right there in the thumbnail, bro. That's how I do it. Unlike you, I show my face, bitch. Yeah, unlike you, I show my face. So then you click in because you attracted to me. That's what it is. You attracted to Divine Sense Boxing, bro. Like, oh shit, then this dude look good, man. Damn. Let me click on that. Boop. Then you see me talking, and you're like licking your lips, massaging your thighs, your palms getting all sweaty and shit. But you see, you don't want to expose yourself. So you come in here and say, this guy don't know nothing about boxing because you want that attention. You want me to talk about you, huh? Yeah, you want me to talk about you. Hey, I can't make this shit up. I apologize, man. These dudes just never ending. I should just ignore them. Due to town business, I just got through covering Top Rank card. It might be where I'm at. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, yo, town, man, stick around, bro. I'm about to comment this fight. I'm gonna commentate on this shit, round by round, punch by punch, man. So stick around. And on that note, yo, I gotta wrench you up, my man. Town, man, he been supporting me for years, way before this channel was even created. Gotta give my man a wrench. And yo, Town, after the fight's over, bro, I'm gonna drop the link again, man, so people can come in and leave their comments about the fight, post-fight shit. So try to come in again if you can. All right, guys, main event time. Main event time. We had to bop a few trolls on the head, man. My wrench is bopping them on the head right quick, man. So it just makes it even sweeter. It makes me, hey, by the way, all you trolls and all you haters, man, yeah, you motivate me to keep going. All right, here comes David Lemieux. If you're entering the building, I appreciate you, man. Go ahead and hit that like button out of respect and for the love of boxing. You know what I'm saying? David Lemieux entering the building. He's got a gold and black robe with black and gold gloves, which I appreciate. Black is actually my favorite color. I always wear dark colors. Black, dark blue. I wear white on occasion. I don't wear anything bright. I don't know. I just never been my style. But so I appreciate that, man. Looks nice. Literally, the whole crowd is silent. Not one cheer. It's like they're out there in Phoenix, right? David Benavidez' hometown and shit. Not one cheer. David Lemieux was literally walking into this man's backyard. Literally. Yeah, no doubt, Town Biz, man. Well, I mean, I'm going to be commentating round by round, bro. So at least you'll have me, you know what I'm saying, giving you the updates round by round for now until you can figure out how to watch the fight, bro. Always good to have you part of it. Let the people know, Mangus. That's how they do me. But those of you who have hit that like button, those of you who have subscribed, salute to you for being a real boxing fan. I appreciate you. And on that note, I'm about to end this poll in probably T-minus, I don't know, like 90 seconds. So make sure you get your vote in the poll before I end it. It'll be your final chance to let me know and let the people know how you think this fight will end tonight. If you guys are wondering, hey, Divine, did you leave a prediction to this fight? Yes, I did. About 2 days ago, I dropped a video. A lot of you guys didn't see it, unfortunately. My official prediction is David Benavidez by late stoppage. However, do not be surprised if tonight David Lemieux shocks David Benavidez. Do not be surprised because I will not be. I will not be. And I'm going to be here to remind you if it does happen. Last second prediction, Benavidez by stoppage. Andrew Charles. All right, bet. Platboy, it is free, man. It is free. No problem, Fred. No problem, bro. All right, here comes David Benavidez. He's got his, he's got his traditional red colors, red, gold, green. Got a mariachi band playing. Looks like a sold-out crowd, man. Looks sold-out arena. Obviously, right, being in Phoenix. This is what I was saying the other day when I was talking about Canelo. Like, if David Benavidez wins this fight tonight, I mean, fighting Canelo financially still makes sense, man, because David Benavidez got a large support system from Phoenix. I mean, look at this crowd tonight. Like, Phoenix is not like New York or Vegas or LA, but it's a pretty big fight town. You know, we got a lot of boxing fans from Phoenix. I'm from the area. So, you know, he's got a lot of support, and that's a fight that you can sell, you know what I'm saying? Mexican versus Mexican American, the styles, the fan base. That's a fight that you should be able to make easily. And for those of you guys don't know, this is a title eliminator tonight for the WBC. So technically speaking, whoever wins this fight is knocking on the door as a mandatory for Canelo for the WBC. Just K in the building. What's good? Yeah, you should have, bro. KC. Is it Kasi or KC, bro? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, man, you should have. Oh, yeah, it was lit in here, bro. When Canelo fought Bivol, I think we got up to like 900 people in the chat. 900. No cap. 900 people in here when Canelo fought Bivol. And it was crazy. It was crazy. It gets lit in here sometimes. All right, guys, tell the tape. David Benavidez, 25. He's 6'1.5". He comes 166.5. He's got a 74-inch reach. David Lemieux, 33. He's 5'9". He came in at 166.25 with a 70-inch reach. So, yeah, David Benavidez has the height and the reach advantage tonight. David Lemieux has the experience. So, you know, it'll be interesting. You guys know what it is, man. No three knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell at any round. Fight is official after the round of 4 in case of an accidental headbutt. All right, so get all that stuff out of the way, and they're about to announce the fighters. Tom Perez. Well, you a smart man. You a very smart man, bro. Nice prediction. All right, Jimmy Lennon Jr., bring it home, bro. Bring it home. Flatboy. Nah, man. Nah, not 1.2. I got 112,000 for Canelo Bivol. 112,000 views. But I don't know about boxing, right? Divine don't know shit about boxing. He didn't know how to talk about boxing. But I got 112,000 viewers and over 1,000 likes on that live. But, Divine Sense don't know shit about boxing. Okay. All right. And, hey, I forgot to mention this earlier. Remember, if you are watching the fight live, but you're listening to Divine Sense commentary, be aware that I'm going to be a little bit behind you, right? There's a latency between my voice and YouTube and getting it on your phone, your tablet, your TV, or however you are listening to me. So with that being said, please go off of my commentary. For the other people that are in the chat who cannot watch it live, do not spoil it. Especially if there's like a knockdown or a knockout or something big happens in the fight. Please rely on my commentary because I'll probably be anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds behind you. So I want to put that out there for all the people. I wonder what weight they are on fight night. They didn't tell us. They both weighed in pretty much the same at 166 pounds, which is under the 168-pound limit. But I wonder what they weigh fight night. David Benavidez, 25-0 with 22 KOs. That's what I was saying earlier. Almost identical record to what David Lemieux had in his first title eliminator against Marco Antonio Rubio when he was undefeated. He was like 24-0 with like 23 KOs. So this is kind of like a deja vu for David Lemieux, except now he's the veteran And David Benavidez is a young dude coming up. So let's see what happens. El Bandera Roja. All right. Referee instructions coming in. And on that note, I am ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Benavidez by stoppage wins the poll by 79%. Poll has ended. And here we go. Round number 1. Round number 1. Remember what Divine Sense Boxing said. Remember what he said. Do not be surprised by an upset. Right? But I do have Benavidez winning by late stoppage. Let's see what happens. Lemieux comes out of the gate. He's the one that is pressing, throws the jab, nice right hand to the body, tries to land the jab to the body. Benavidez quite conservative to start. Right? Using his range, you can see the huge difference in the reach advantage. Nice hand speed by Benavidez early. All right, he is a younger fighter. I expect him to have good energy. Both exchanges, jabs here early, still in the middle of the ring. Lemieux got Benavidez on the ropes and starts throwing a couple big hooks, one to the body, one to the head, but blocked by Benavidez. Back into the middle of the ring. Benavidez throws a jab at the body, jab to the head. Lemieux's got his hands up high, loads up with a nice right hand by Benavidez, head, body, and Lemieux took it. And Lemieux returns with the little right hand to the body. Looping right hand over the top by Lemieux, but blocked well by Benavidez. A minute gone here in the first. Big left hook by Benavidez, but blocked by Lemieux. Nice right hand to the body by Lemieux. Goes into his chest, but doesn't follow up with anything and resets in the middle of the ring. Massive difference in the reach department for Benavidez for sure. Benavidez back on the ropes. Lemieux throwing a couple big punches, but you can tell Lemieux's not trying to empty the tank. You know, he throws a big shot here and there on the ropes, but he pulls back out of it. I think that shows me a little bit of experience there, right? He's learned from the past to not blow himself out early. Lemieux has thrown some nice shots to the body here early. And when I say that, Benavidez throws a right hand to the body himself. Ooh, nice body shot by Lemieux. And then Benavidez tries to counter with his own left hook, but it was partially blocked. Benavidez throws a big right hand and blocked by Lemieux once again. Lemieux's keeping his hands up nice and high for the most part. Oh, nice left uppercut by Benavidez to the body. Follows up with the 1-2 by Benavidez. Another right hand down the pipe by Benavidez. That time it did connect. Lemieux fires back to the body. Lemieux has dedicated to the body so far in the beginning part of this fight. It was a pretty close round for the most part, but I think Benavidez has taken the latter part of this round. Oh, left hook by Benavidez. Lemieux is hurt. He falls into the ropes. And he's unleashing a big combination. His hands are up high. And Lemieux is blocking. And that ends the round. The bell rang. Lemieux was hurt. He never went down. But he is definitely hurt. Wow. He never did go down, though. I think he was literally saved by the bell. An obvious round for Benavidez. And I was just saying that Lemieux started decently, but then Benavidez just started to get really comfortable the last 30 seconds of that round and caught him with a big left hook. A big left hook. Now we got to see if Lemieux can recover from that. Wow. What a round for Benavidez in his hometown to kick everything off. Lemieux comes out with a big right hand and a left hook to start it off. Oh, big jab, big right hand by Benavidez. Lemieux comes back with the hook and right hand. Another right hand by Benavidez. Benavidez really getting those right hands in there. Down goes Lemieux. Down goes Lemieux. Second round. Referee tells Lemieux, I'm going to give you a short reach. Lemieux does get up. He's back up, and he tells Lemieux, you got to show me something. I'm giving you a short leash. I can't let you take these big shots. So Lemieux comes back, body, head. They exchange hooks. The counter right uppercut by Benavidez. Very beautiful uppercut by Benavidez, ripping on the ropes again. Lemieux trying to fire back. He's back on the ropes. They both exchange hooks. Big right hand by Lemieux. Goes to the body, does Lemieux. Lemieux is seriously hurt, but he is showing a lot of heart right now, continuing to punch. Continuing to punch. 1:40 to go in the second round. Ripping to the body is Benavidez. A right hand by Benavidez. Uppercut. Lemieux does return with the left hook, though. But Benavidez keeping his hands up high. Big jab by Benavidez. Snaps Lemieux's head back. Lemieux's trying to stay in close. But Benavidez throwing in those uppercuts every time Lemieux tries to stay in close. Big left hook by Benavidez. Lemieux, nice left hook to the body. Lemieux Lemieux with a nice jab. Lemieux with the left hook. But he doesn't have that same power because he's taking so much damage. Oh, they both exchange punches at the same time, but Benavidez hurt Lemieux again. Lemieux is on the ropes. 1 minute to go. Can Lemieux survive it? Lemieux is bloodied now. He is bloodied, but he's still trying to punch. He's trying to show heart. Another big right hand by Benavidez. Lemieux bounces out. Lemieux stays on the inside. Nice body shot by Lemieux. Here comes Lemieux again. 1-2. And another hook by Lemieux, but then Benavidez with the uppercut again. Another combination by Benavidez, but Lemieux takes it. He's staggering, trying to survive because he knows the referee is thinking about stopping it. He is bloodied. Oh, nice body shot by Lemieux. He continues to try and fight and go to the body, but Benavidez is just landing these long, rangy punches. And when he gets on the inside, he's coming up with these big uppercuts. Nice body shot by Benavidez. Lemieux takes it well. Last 10 seconds of the second. Benavidez throwing again. Lemieux bloodied, battered, but still punching back. And he survives the second round. He survives the second round. Another round for Benavidez. The crowd is on their feet. Hometown representing. Whoa. Whoa. Jerzen, I appreciate you, man. Welcome. Wow. Lemieux is showing a massive amount of heart, though. Massive amount of heart. That big left hook. They're just showing the replay of the first knockdown in that, the first round, right? Big left hook. It wasn't officially a knockdown. He fell into the ropes. The ropes did keep him up for sure. How much energy did Benavidez expend, though? How much energy? Right? Because he is just throwing a lot of big shots. And really, he was really trying to get Lemieux out of there for sure. He was really trying. Right? They cleaned Lemieux's face up quite nicely. And Lemieux comes back, jab, 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 right hand to the body with the big left hook. Right? So far, Benavidez is protecting himself quite well from these big power shots by Lemieux. I am surprised, though, on the determination of Lemieux, though. He's been taking massive shots early, but he is struggling with the range of Benavidez. He is struggling with this long 74-inch reach. Lemieux has got to figure out a way to stay on the inside. He's got to figure out a way. Nice body shot by Benavidez. Lemieux's got Benavidez on the ropes now. Benavidez ripping with shots a little bit now. But then Lemieux pulls out. Another. Oh, look, Benavidez in a southpaw position a little bit now, throwing big shots from the southpaw position. About a minute 30 to go here in this third. Oh, big counter right hand by Benavidez. Shakes Lemieux once again. But Lemieux just walks forward. And the referee calls the fight. The referee stops the fight. Which I don't agree with at all. I do not agree with that stoppage at all. It is a title eliminator fight. Yes, David Benavidez was clearly winning, landing big shots, but Lemieux was still on his feet, was trying to defend, was trying to punch back. I don't agree with the stoppage at all. But that ends the fight. Third round stoppage will be the official verdict. David Benavidez with the stoppage. No, the referee stopped it. The referee stopped it. Absolutely horrible stoppage. Lemieux was still on his feet. Yes, he was getting hit, but he was trying. He was punching. He was trying to step to him and go on the inside and try to cut off that range. The range was really bothering him, and he's trying to figure out a way to get away from those rangy big punches. You don't stop the fight like that. Yes, the referee warned him that, yo, I got you on a short leash, whatever, but we're in the third round. We're in the third round of a title eliminator. It's not the 8th round. It's not the 7th round. It's the third round. I don't agree with the stoppage at all. I did not see the corner step in. I saw the referee wave it off. I saw you wave it off. And when he went back to the corner to me looked confused as well, just as much as Lemieux was, of like, why'd you stop the fight? Look, I don't want to make a big deal out of this because obviously, yes, Benavidez was clearly winning. Yes, he was taking big shots. I get all of that, right? I get it. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. This is a title eliminator. This is a title eliminator. At least let Lemieux go down one more time. And you say, oh, well, but Devon, you want him to get knocked out cold? No, of course I don't. But this is what these two men sign up for, bro. What if the shoe was on the other foot? What if it was Benavidez like that? You know what I mean? Like, people are quick to just shrug their shoulders because Benavidez is the favorite. This is a title eliminator situation. Lemieux was clearly trying his best to stay into the fight and continue punching and try to figure out a way to weather the storm. He's in the fight. I don't agree with the stoppage at all. And we got to keep it consistent. You got to keep it consistent. It's the same reason why we complained when the corner I'm sorry, guys, I'm watching the replay. But when the corner stopped the fight for Wilder and Fury 2, right? That one was a title fight. That was a straight up title fight. Like, this is what these men sign up for, man. David Lemieux was ready to go out on his shield tonight, and you took that away from him. Oh yeah, but Devon, he could have seriously got hurt. Yeah, that's part of the game. You enter the ring knowing that any punch can be life-threatening. Any punch. This ain't wrestling. Oh, they did say the corner stopped the fight. I guess the corner did stop the fight. Hold up, guys. I'm watching the replay here. I didn't see a towel come in. I still don't see where the corner, they're not showing the corner. They didn't step up to the apron. I don't even know like where it happened. They keep saying the corner stopped it, but I never saw the corner step up onto the apron or a towel come in. I don't know, man. I think they're bullshitting. I didn't see no damn corner step up to the ring apron. I didn't see no damn corner step up to the apron. No towel came in. So these commentators be full of shit because you got to go back and replay that shit. So it seems to me that it was all the ref. Guru saying it is the corner. And some of y'all saying that it wasn't the corner. Omega said yes, the corner. DA said the corner. I don't know, man. They didn't when they showed the replay, they didn't show anybody from the corner stepping up to the apron or throwing in a towel. Maybe it happened, but they didn't show it in a replay. And I hope you guys aren't just going off the commentary. I hope you guys are not basing your opinion on the commentary. But look, man. I'm not gonna. I didn't look, man. Now look. It doesn't have to be a towel, right? You don't have to throw a towel in. You preferably should, right, to get the referee's attention. But technically, you can just come up to the ring apron and wave your hands or whatever, make the motion, and the referee will see you, and that can stop the fight. But I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any of that in the replay. You sure as hell can't see it live during the fight. And when they showed the replay, I didn't see the corner come up to the apron. So I don't care what the commentary says. I don't care that they say, oh, it's officially a corner stoppage. Then why they don't show it? 95% of the time when they're corner stoppage, they're going to show the corner come up to the ring apron and wave their hands or make some type of motion to stop the fight. They didn't show that. Why didn't they show that? Listen to the interview now. He said respect to Lemieux because Lemieux was the only guy who was willing to fight him, which is true. A lot of guys were not trying to fight Benavidez. So that is true. So he's given his respect to Lemieux, saying that he was astonished that Lemieux kept trying to punch even though he was hurt, and he gave his respect. Benavidez says, I'm waiting for them to send the contract. He said he'll put his belt up against anybody. He says that he said that, he's still got room for improvement. He's trying to get better every single day. Then now they're talking to David Lemieux. They said, how do you feel? He says, I feel good. He said, Benavidez is a hell of a fighter. Congratulations. Jim asked him, did you recover after the first round big shot? I don't know if it was officially a knockdown or not, but he said he did recover. But he's got to give his credit to David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a great fighter. He says, tonight's not my night. I give all my respect to David Benavidez. And then David Benavidez just gave his respect to Phoenix, Arizona. And shout out to Phoenix, man. Like, I'm from Phoenix. I made that abundantly clear many times. I'm glad that Phoenix in the area has a good quality fighter like David Benavidez coming out of the area. A lot to be proud for in that respect. But look, I just don't agree with the stoppage. It is what it is. I don't want to diminish the victory of Benavidez. We got to be, humble in defeat. And, for me, it don't matter because my official prediction was Benavidez. I thought it was going to go a little bit longer. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. I told you guys that David Lemieux has a chance. But look, man, the thing is to me, the biggest thing was the reach. The reach really bothered David Lemieux very early. He couldn't figure out a way from getting away from the jabs, the big left hooks, the right hands that were coming down the pipe, and it was forcing him to come into the inside. And when he come into the inside, David Benavidez ripping with these uppercuts, man. It's just a stylistic nightmare, I guess, as far as, body-wise for David Lemieux. David Lemieux is not a tall, long, you got to understand, David Lemieux came up from 154, and he spent most of his career at 160, and now he's in 168. Like, he's not a big super middleweight, even though people think, oh, he's big because he's missed weight. But frame-wise, he's only 5'9". He's 5'9", with only a 70-inch reach, right? So he struggled tonight with being the smaller guy, and so yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end that fight now so I can focus because I have the commentary in my other ear so I can give my post-fight thoughts. So like always, guys, traditionally, I'll drop the link into the chat for anybody that wants to come in. I'll leave it open for about 15 minutes or so. Feel free to come in, give me or the people your thoughts on, how you saw the fight and what you think next is for David Benavidez. Maybe I got a little bit carried away because, if you guys were listening to the live commentary, like I was getting into it, man. It was exciting. I wanted to see a fruitful ending, and an ending like that is not fruitful to me, in my opinion, an entitled eliminator type bout. But I don't want to, like I said, take away or diminish or take away the luster of Benavidez's victory tonight. He did a fantastic job. He didn't come out of the gate as aggressively as I thought he would. He started to time David Lemieux pretty quickly, and once he got that timing down and found his range, he started to let off some big shots. So yeah, man, shout out to David, shout out to Benavidez, that is, because both of their names are David, and Phoenix as well, man. I just wish it would have on a little bit longer because I was really enjoying the moment, and maybe that's my fault, maybe in a way. TS Boxing in the building. What's good, man? TS Boxing, do you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I thought it should have went on, but he didn't look like. I would have hoped to see something land, from him, big, bring some drama, but I don't understand why the WBC ordered this fight. It didn't make any sense. It's a net negative. And he's been pro now for, I want to say, almost 6 years. Nobody of note yet. So we're still waiting. We're still seeing. I mean, at the end of the day, we can keep saying that people are ducking people, but the result stays. You know, BoxRec is not lying. You still have yet to fight somebody serious, and we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. David Benavidez has been in the mix for a long time. I never had a problem with the fight. Because David Benavidez, he needs the opportunity to have a name like Lemieux on his resume. And I agree that when Benavidez said right there in the post-fight interview that nobody was willing to fight me other than David Lemieux. So shout out to David Lemieux, and that's facts. And one thing, like when David Lemieux' career is over, and I don't know how much left he has. I mean, this losing this way definitely hurts his chances forever fighting for a title ever again, in my opinion, at 33 years old. We may see him again in some lesser fights, but when it's all said and done, one thing that we cannot say about David Lemieux is he was willing to fight everybody. Like literally everybody. He was chasing Canelo forever. He got in there against Triple G. He got in there against Billy Joe Saunders. He got up against world champions. And, I mean, even a guy against like Benavidez, a rising star, beating people up, undefeated, high KO ratio. And he stepped in there, man. So I don't want people to just laugh and like, oh, yeah, David Lemieux's supposed to be this big puncher and he whooped his ass, man. Show some respect to David Lemieux. I'm not going to tolerate that shit, man. You know what I mean? I might be a little bit edgy because I thought the fight was stopped a little bit prematurely. And not to take away from the victory, but the reason why is because this whole fight buildup, leading up, nobody was giving Lemieux any respect. Sure, he got outclassed tonight. He got beat up tonight. But he was the only one willing to take the damn fight. Otherwise, David Benavidez would be fighting a top 50 guy. You know what I'm saying? Or being in a situation like he was in his last fight where he had to fight a blown up 168 pounder who was not even from that weight class at all. Right? So give David Lemieux respect. And David Lemieux, although, his corner may have thought something or the referee may have thought something, he was willing to try and fight on. A lot of fighters would have quit in the first round. They would have said, I ain't trying to go through this shit. Right? So that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. It takes a man to be able to take the fight, take the biggest fights that are available to you. And you win some, you lose some. He's not one of the best in the division anymore. But when his career is said and done, people look back and said, damn, David Lemieux literally fought everybody. And I heard that he's got some young children. Recently just had a baby. I think they said the commentary there at the end. So, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm sorry. I just get a little bit irritated when people do that shit. Building up a fighter one way or the other. Oh yeah, he's this, he's that, and this guy ain't shit. Like, man, I just don't got no time for it, man. But look, the link to the panel is pinned up at the top of the chat. Feel free to click in if you got any extra thoughts that you wanted to add in on it, man. It was a great fight to be a part of and commentate for as long as it lasted. If you guys are just joining, it ended in the third round by a stoppage. I mean, some people say it was the ref. Some people say it was a corner. I don't know. I didn't see the corner go up to the ring apron personally. And I saw them. They did the replay like 2 or 3 times. I never at one point saw the corner go up to the ring apron or throw in a towel. So I don't know. I guess the official stoppage will be corner, supposedly. But whatever, man. It's stoppage nonetheless.
Yeah.
Stoppage nonetheless.
Yeah, at first I thought it was the corner that stopped it, but it could have been the ref. I don't know, but I mean, where does Mr. Benavidez go from here? I mean, just looking at the record, nothing blows your hair back. and you're just kind of sitting here, kind of waiting for the Rublev fights. We'll see who gets in there with him. But somebody in the comment section, I'm forgetting his name. He put that because I had read it as well before. Andre did offer their team to fight, and they turned it down. They said it was no money. So, what something has to make sense. There's got to be a push from either team or either side if they want a big fight or whatever they want. To say, listen, I'm not fighting, anybody unless their name is in X, Y, and Z, or they'll just sit. Some guys that did that. Gary Russell was doing that for the longest time. He would not fight unless he was forced to defend against a mandatory. He didn't even take voluntaries for a while because he won the fight. So it's like something like that. Now, either the team can do it or the networks. Watcher is a huge Benavidez fan. I'll be talking to him later tonight. But yeah, but or the networks. So the situation is weird. I know they were supposed to fight Caleb Plant, but Caleb Plant went the direction of Durrell. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to take any luster away from Benavidez' victory tonight. I'm really, really not. I can't emphasize enough that I'm proud that he's, from my hometown and trying to put Phoenix on the map. That does mean a lot to me. But I've also been following David Lemieux's career since he was 14 years old, right? So, I thought that experience might have played a role in this fight a little bit more, but I think Uba Fly just said it in the comment, man. I just saw it. He did make a good point where, David Benavidez, for being a tall guy with a long reach, he knows how to leverage himself and use that to his advantage. And he's not the biggest puncher, but he's got pop, man. And he puts 3 or 4 on you, you feel it. And we saw that. We saw that tonight.
Yeah, I think I agree with the leverage. He gets a lot of leverage on his shots because the way he caught Lemieux is like a short left hand or something. And he just had him really hurt, right? Really staggered. I think with Lemieux, I mean, he turned pro at what, 17?
Yeah.
I mean, he is, he has had a long career and he's had some tough fights. And he went up 8 pounds in weight. I mean, basically 10 pounds. Like that's a lot. When you factor in rehydration, everything else like that. And I think the dimensions was probably the biggest issue in this fight. The fact that he wasn't as tall and he was much shorter. I think that's the biggest problem. Because a lot of people compare this to Gavril. Gavril is much bigger than Lemieux. He might not punch as hard, but I mean, he gave Benavidez a run in the first fight.
Right. He dropped him.
Yeah. He dropped him coming in. Yeah. So
I agree. And I was making that point earlier that Lemieux is not a big super middleweight.
No, not at all. Well, compared to this guy, no.
He's been middleweight most of his career and actually started off at 154. Benavidez is naturally a lot bigger than Lemieux and always has been. Right. So, I mean, there was a discrepancy as far as framework tonight. Benavidez was, I mean, as soon as they stepped into the ring in round 1, I was like, wow, you see the size difference. He's taller, he's longer. And like we said, he knows how to use his leverage to put on those shots on you, man. And he's an accumulation. Now, as far as where Benavidez goes from here, I believe it. I believe when he says that he's game and he's ready to fight anybody. I believe him wholeheartedly, man. And I think he's been waiting for his opportunity. He needed a name like Lemieux on his resume. Now he's got it. And I think now he's not really willing to take any steps backwards, man. He wants to go forward, right? He wants to collect belts. He wants the big fights. And he is now, technically speaking, the WBC mandatory to Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
And he sent some shockwaves tonight. Now, we can get into a discussion on who we think may win that fight between Canelo and Benavidez. But let's be real. Like, okay, Lemieux is not a Canelo. I get that. Or Canelo is not a Lemieux. Yes. But Benavidez, man, Lemieux threw some bombs tonight. He got a few bombs off. Because he had to. He was trying. He got to it. He's like, man, I got to try and like hurt him or get some respect or maybe drop him because this is not going well for me. And he definitely loaded up with some big shots. And Benavidez took it well. And I told everybody leading up to the fight that, Benavidez is going to have to prove to me that he's got a chin. I would have liked to see it go a little bit longer to see if Lemieux can get something else in there. But, I think he passed the test. I think he did take some big shots, and big right hands came across. He took some big body shots too. Lemieux was definitely, you can tell, was part of his game plan to try to go to his body. But when
that knockdown woke him up. That second one a little bit. Not the first one, but the one in the second round that dropped him. He looked more solid on his legs after it, almost as if it knocked off the rust from the first round. I don't know if that was just me.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but another thing people have to understand on a stylistic point of view, or the sweet science point of view, like when you're fighting a taller guy like that, it's so much harder when you're shorter. It's so much harder to land a big headshot. Like the only thing that you see that is available, especially if you're caught in an exchange, is go to the body. You don't really got much of a choice sometimes, but to go to that body. And hopefully you can get a good shot into the body, then maybe their hands drop and you can try to loop something over and land to the head. But fighting taller fighters is not an easy task, man, when you're shorter. It's not, especially when you're trying to land these devastating blows and you're down on the fight and it's not going your way. And see, that's why Mike Tyson will always be remembered for being a very small heavyweight, shorter heavyweight than most of his opponents. And he perfected, especially early in his career, on the peekaboo style, right? Working, slipping underneath shots and coming underneath and these big looping shots that these taller fighters don't see. But he's a rarity, right? Mike Tyson and a few others who have that stature and being smaller most of their career were able to perfect that inside game. And you can kind of see like Lemieux right there in that third round where he was like, man, I can't stay at the end of this dude's jab. He's just picking me apart. And if you noticed, every time he got hit, he just tried to step to Benavidez and try to stay in close. But then that didn't work because Benavidez stepped back, boom, uppercut. And it's like, it's almost like David Benavidez just had an answer for everything that Lemieux tried to do to try to bring the fight back into his favor.
Yeah.
What's up, Crush? What's up, Through a Hill? Good to have you guys in here, man. But look, man, I see B in here. What's up, B? Yeah, so look, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary tonight. Didn't last very long. I was hoping for at least, I don't know, man, at least a 7 or 8 rounder.
Me too.
I was getting excited, man. I was like, damn, like, because it's like David Lemieux, he's always got that chance. You know what I mean? He's always got that chance to land something big, and you're just kind of waiting for it. It's like, that's the thing about boxing. David Benavidez, picking him apart, hurting him, he's bleeding and whatever. And David Lemieux all of a sudden could have, boom, land something. Down goes Benavidez, right? And then you got a whole completely different fight on your hands. And I was, as a boxing fan, I was kind of hoping for that, right? For those theatrics and that dramatic scene. But it never came. The fight was stopped. And that was That's all she wrote, pretty much.
Yeah, when he hurt him in that first round, and then he was, the pity pat punches, those flurries or whatever that do nothing. I was just like, oh no. I was like, no, 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 no. I don't want Harvey Dock to step in there because he's another one of these refs
He is.
who like to make it about him, who like to impose himself, who likes the limelight. He likes to be in front of the cameras. He wants to be the show. It's reffing to him. It's not boxing. And that's
Yeah.
what I was worried about. And it kind of went his way a little bit, and I guess the corner or whoever stopped it, it just, yeah.
Yeah, that I just hate that when it's unclear about the stoppage. It's a pet peeve of mine. And the problem that I have with it is it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters or how can I put this? It matters as far as the transparency of how the fight ended, but the end result is a stoppage. So in that regard, it doesn't matter. But this is my problem with it, is that if we don't really know what the stoppage entails, then that gets boxing fans to rely and trust in commentary. And commentary gets it wrong all the time. It's like whatever commentary says, they take it for the gold standard. And it's like, no, they make mistakes all the time. As a matter of fact, a lot of commentators correct themselves for the mistakes that they make during live fights. Right? So if you say it was a corner stoppage, but then I'm watching the replay and I'm looking for his corner to go up to the ring apron, I don't see it. I don't see a towel coming in. When I mean, we could go through history, right? Let's put it in perspective. When Floyd Mayweather stopped Diego Corrales, they went up to the ring apron, and Corrales was getting his ass beat the whole fight and got knocked down. How many times? Like 4 times?
Like 5, yeah, something crazy like that.
I mean, he was getting his ass whooped. But I think it was his stepdad or somebody in his family went up to the ring apron, and that's clear. That's like, the corner stopped the fight.
And
Mark Breland.
No.
Yeah, he was upset. But Mark Breland went up to the ring apron and stopped the fight again when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury the second time, right? I don't even know.
He what he did was the entire time Jay was like, no, don't throw it, don't throw it, don't throw it. And like he's like making these motions to he he wants to throw it. And then all of a sudden they're sitting here yelling something, and then all of a sudden, like from the back, they see just a towel like thrown into like the middle rope or whatever, and he threw it sitting down, and then he came up. Yeah,
towel came in, but then Breland made his way up to the ring apron pretty quickly because Deontay was like, what just happened? See, this is my thing. People would say, "Oh, Divine, stop this, stop, bro, stop." Lemieux was getting his ass beat. Okay. But it's about consistency. I complained about Breland stopping the fight against Deontay Wilder. Who was more hurt? Wilder or Lemieux? They both got dropped. They both were bleeding. They were both taking big shots. But then when I'm speaking purely facts right now. When Breland stopped that fight, y'all went crazy. Y'all went crazy at Breland, including me. I'm including myself into that. The difference is that I went on to a lot of panels and told people on their shows, I don't agree with Mark Breland stopping the fight. And I'm the one who got the heat. You guys didn't. You guys came here, commented. You stayed a part of the channels that you like. And you know what I'm saying? You kept it that. But I'm the one walking into the trenches saying, fuck that. I don't agree with that. And I'm keeping my consistency, and I'm keeping it purely consistent on that regard.
Yeah. I mean, here's another one. I thought he was winning. He was up probably 8-2, maybe 7-3. When Russell stopped Postal. I mean, that was an early stoppage. But again, like, even though Russell was winning the fight, it's about, like you said, consistency. I mean, I was rooting for Russell to win, and he won. But that stoppage was BS. Everybody knows it. He was hurt, but the guy was fine.
I guess my perspective is different as a competitor, as an athlete, as someone who has boxed before. If I'm losing a fight, I'm in control of my own destiny. If I'm losing and I'm taking big shots, I can take a knee. I can quit on the stool. I can tell the referee, I don't want no more. But if I make that conscious decision, you consciously make it in your head, right? And your heart overwhelms your conscience sometimes, sure, but you still consciously got to make a decision that I ain't gonna let this dude stop me. He's gonna have to kill me, or he's gonna have to put me down, right? Whatever that decision is, right? And as a referee, you take that away from me, right? Especially at this level. I ain't talking about no amateur shit or early pro fights. You want to save young people. No need to get that type of damage. But this is a title eliminator. This is an opportunity for David Lemieux to get back into the swing of conversations and try to go for a title shot again. Right? Wilder Fury. That was a title fight. That's like the upper echelon of boxing right there, right? So especially in those categories. But I guess I just look at it differently. The corner is a little bit different. Like, I don't have a problem if I'm in a fight and I'm taking shots in my corner, because, when you're in a fight, your adrenaline's pumping, right? So you're getting hit you're getting hit, but maybe you landed a couple shots, and in your head, you're telling yourself, well, I landed some too. Maybe I can land something, and maybe I can, switch the fight around or whatever it is, right? Your mind plays tricks on you when you're a fighter. So yes, it is your corner's responsibility to be that third eye, to be that other, that other insight look into the situation and say, yo, you're getting hit with shots that you shouldn't get hit with. If you continue to do so, I will stop the fight. I don't have any problem with that. That's fair. That's fair. Because that's your corner. Those are the people that you trust. And a lot of fighters have someone in their family that's in the corner. A lot of them do. Right? When I was younger, my dad was always around. So if my dad tells me, hey, get your shit together, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, that's on you now. Because if you go back in there the next round, you start getting hit, it's like in the back of your mind, my dad might stop it. So I don't have any problem with the corner. I do have big issues with referees taking control and doing premature stoppages. I have a big issue with that. And it makes me feel very suspicious. It makes me question things, right? Because anything with the name Canelo attached to it, which this fight did, because it's at a title eliminator, and a fight gets stopped in the third rounds when a fighter is trying his best to stay into the fight, and it's stopped, I'm going to question things. Oh, but Divine, it was the corner. Okay. Then I guess that's what it is then. It's a corner then. And I hope the corner, I don't care what the referee says. I don't care. But I hope the corner says, or told Lemieux in that second round, or even after that first round, and said, we're not going to watch you get hurt like this. We're going to stop it if you don't do something. If they communicated that and it comes out later that that's what was communicated and the fight was stopped, then okay. But Lemieux looked shocked when the fight was stopped. Am I wrong?
Yeah, very much so.
He was very shocked, and he was very surprised. So that tells me that the corner didn't warn him that they'll stop it. Because if the referee stops it, where is Lemieux going to look first? If the referee stops it and the corner warned him that they'll stop the fight if he continues to take damage, where is the first place Lemieux's going to look? At his corner. He can look at the referee because his corner already warned him. So that tells me the corner didn't warn him. And that means only two things then. One, the referee stopped it and the commentators are full of shit. Or two, the corner stopped it, but they surprised Lemieux and they didn't give Lemieux a warning. Either way. Right? But I take it a little, I just look at these things differently, I guess, of being someone that's been kind of in those situations before. And you would like to see a guy be a little bit more in control of his own destiny in these type of situations. And I can't stress enough that these men know what they're encountering when they step through those ropes. Their family knows, everybody that loves them knows. And it's like, it's scary to take a accumulation of punches. But let's be real. One punch can be life-threatening. Just one. One punch can be life-threatening. So I just want to put that in perspective. And only thing that I'll ask going forward is this. Stop disrespecting David Lemieux. If you want me to tone it down, hey, Devon, just tone it down, bro. Benavidez is better. The corner stopped it. Okay, I'll tone it down then. I'll keep my opinions to myself. But I'll be damned if you come out here and start disrespecting David Lemieux like he wasn't shit, because it was you, David Benavidez fans, that have been saying that, oh, he needs to have a better name on his resume. Well, he got it. And how did he get it? Because Lemieux signed the fight when nobody else would, including your boy Canelo, Arturo. So, sorry, I get a little bit animated about these type of topics. Just like when I get animated when Mark Breedlove stopped the fight in the Fury and Wilder second fight. I got animated about that shit too. I get animated about premature stoppages. I get animated about corrupt judges, lopsided scorecards. I get animated when judges give Canelo the first 4 rounds of the Bivol fight. I get animated because I respect immensely what these fighters put themselves through, the sacrifices that they make for themselves, for their families, stepping through those ropes. I want to make sure that they have every chance to succeed. And I understand that when people got upset that Kenny Porter stopped the fight in Crawford-Porter fight. I get it. And I can sit up here all day long until the Roosters come home that say, yeah, hey, I don't think it would have mattered. I think Crawford probably would have stopped Porter anyways because it was heading in that direction. But I can't get upset at Porter fans saying that it was a premature stoppage by Kenny Porter, because it's about consistency, right? Porter deserves a chance and an opportunity as a champion to give it all he's got. But what Kenny did, that's between them and their family. That's internal. That's none of my business on why Kenny felt like he wanted to stop the fight. Oh, well, Devon, what if it's your son? It's not rocket science, people. I know what my son is doing. I know what my son signed up for. And let me tell you this, people who want to ask that question. Porter's been in hella wars before he fought Crawford. He's been taking hella damage before he took Crawford. Kenny Porter never stopped the fight. But if it's my own son or my own daughter, it's going to be crystal clear to them before they step into the ring. Hey, I'm going to give you every chance to be victorious because you're my son, you're my daughter, I love you, and I want you to have that opportunity. But there will come a time, if I feel like you're in danger, I will warn you clearly when you sit down on the stool that if you take X, Y, and Z punches, I'm going to stop the fight. Simple as that. But that is just my opinion. My man, Platt Boy Boxing, man. Hey, Platt Boys. I should call you Platt Boys Boxing, though. That should be your name. In there with that super chat, man. I appreciate you. He says, which of the 4 opponents you want to see the most against Benavidez? Plant, Maul, Canelo, Andre. Man. Well, to be honest with you, if I'm being completely honest with you, the number one fight that I would want to see next is Benavidez and Plant, just because of the bad blood between those two. They have some unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. And it's a great fight stylistically, with Plant's tall, just like Benavidez is. So we don't have to worry about what we worried about tonight with the height and reach disadvantage. Right? And Plant, as we know, is a boxer, mover. And we're going to see what Benavidez can do. But, man, Benavidez sent some shockwaves, bro. And we know that Plant watched that fight. We know damn good and well he watched it. A close second would be Canelo, just because I want us as boxing fans who criticize Canelo, including myself, to be consistent. And one of the things that we criticize Canelo for is not taking fights at 168. So if that opportunity presents itself and Canelo comes out and says, okay, he's the mandatory, so I'll defend it. I'll defend my WBC belt. Then, yeah, I'm going to support that. And I think that makes sense. Third would be Andre, and then last one would be Maul. So that's my list, from most appealing to the most least appealing. But I think Benavidez and Plant, man, that fight buildup would be crazy. Now, we know that Plant is, I don't know if he's still in negotiation. I don't think they've set a date yet for Plant and Darrell.
Yeah.
They have?
No, you're right. I don't think they've set a date. I haven't heard anything or seen anything, but supposedly that's the next fight.
Right. Supposedly it's the next fight, but there's no date set yet. So to me, the way that I view boxing is until there's a date set, then there ain't no fight, in my opinion.
And yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I agree with you.
It's like, hey, at this point in time, Benavidez, he might put some pressure on Plant now because if they haven't signed, they might be in negotiations. But if Plant's not signed into a contract with somebody and there's no date set, anything can happen, right? But in my mind, as I kind of like look at it because for me as a boxing fan, I like every aspect of the fight game. I love the buildup. I love the press conferences. I love the weigh-ins. I love all of that shit, man. And to me, Plant Benavidez screams like crazy buildup. Crazy buildup. Both of them talking shit because Benavidez just tonight was like, send the contract. I'm waiting for you bitches. It's like, damn. You know what I mean? And we know what Plant does. You know what I'm saying? He's on Instagram and Twitter all day talking shit. And they've already had their little Twitter wars going back and forth between the two. They've faced off against each other, I believe. What was it, in Plant's gym or something like that? Or was one of the Benavidez brothers that went in to the gym.
Somebody hit somebody or pushed on somebody, and I don't know.
But I think stylistically it's a great fight. I mean, the Canelo fight is great stylistically too because it's kind of like it's like a boxer puncher versus volume puncher. You're going to get some action for sure. But I mean, I don't think there's anything better in boxing than a pure boxer versus a volume puncher / brawler who is going to come after you, throw a lot of punches and try to hurt you. And another guy's trying to avoid punches and, box to a 12-round victory. Right. Because it just, with the David Lemieux fight, I don't think anybody thought it was going to go 12. Somebody's going to get knocked out. So, that was the only way, right? Because Lemieux doesn't have the boxing ability to say, oh, this ain't gonna work, so let me box now. You know what I mean? He's got one way of fighting, and that's it. Plant, though, he can extend a fight. He can extend it by boxing. So to me, that's what makes it interesting. But Plat Boy, man, I appreciate you as always, man, in that super chat, bro. But that's how I have it. Arturo, my man, Arturo says his for Benavidez is Zordo, Andrade, Charlo, Canelo, Plant. Really? Plant at the bottom? Man. I don't know, man. I just feel like if Benavidez and Plant fight and Benavidez wins, I think that puts an extreme amount of pressure on Canelo to fight Benavidez at that point. Yeah. Yeah, Plat Boys. Yeah, me too. I thought Darrell was done too. And then he got that knockout. But, you know, I don't know, man. I think Plant will probably outwork him. You know, the thing is, people got to understand, take the stoppage out of your mind about Canelo Plant. Plant was doing very well early in that fight, even going into the middle rounds, like, you know, up until about 5 or 6, he was doing very, very well. Like, you know, he was frustrating Canelo, in my opinion. Right? You take that experience, because that's what it was for Plant. It was the first time him being on the big stage, the spotlight. You know, you talk all the shit you want at press conferences, whatever, right? But when you're in that ring, it's another animal, right? It's go time. It's showtime, right? The whole world's watching kind of shit. So, you know, I think it got to him a little bit, but he's learned that. And he's got that experience under his belt now. You go up against a guy like Darrell, who's a little, you know, he's aging a little bit. He's not as fast. He's not as quick. He's not, you know what I mean? He doesn't have that same ability that he once had. You go in there and you box for 12 rounds. And I don't see Plant struggling too much. You know, if he goes in there and says, I'm going to box for 12 rounds and he can't hit me, you know, I'm going to stick and move. And I think that's a victory for Plant all day long, in my opinion. Now, Benavidez, that's a different story. Because Benavidez is young, just as tall, just as long as Plant is. Moves his feet actually pretty decently well for his lanky kind of build. Because Plant has more of like an athletic build, right? You know, he looks like a guy that can probably, you know, play basketball or play other sports. You know, he's got that kind of movement and agility. But Benavidez is surprisingly, or like kind of like a lanky stature. He moves his feet pretty decently well. So that fight's just very, very interesting to me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hear you, Plat Boy, man. 168 doing a Super 6, but I mean, I totally support that, but I think that the welterweight division needs to do it too at 147 for sure. They should have a tournament at 147. Too much talent. Now you got Keith Thurman on the comeback too. Now he's in the mix. Danny Garcia been waiting for a fight forever, or I don't know if he's waiting or what the case is, but he's still active. I mean, I don't know. He didn't retire, so yeah, man. Well, ladies and gents, the commentary was lit for as long as it lasted. Obviously, it didn't last very long. I don't think anybody would have expected it to be ended that quickly. But man, Benavidez, he looked in good shape too. He did look in good shape. Benavidez did. He made weight as well. We got to give Benavidez credit for that. He made weight for this fight. There was always a lot of dark clouds over his name in regards to making weight. He did that, and he came into the fight tonight looking in good shape. He threw a lot of good combinations. He came in that third round still looking fresh, still able to keep that pressure on Lemieux. So I give him credit there. And Lemieux, man, I just think it's the end of the road for him. I think it's the end of the road for him. We might see him on some undercards again here and there. He's probably got another 2, maybe 3 years of a few fights here and there. But I think as far as, you know, fighting for contention and belts, I think that was it tonight. It's hard to come back from that, you know. Sad, but all good things come to an end, and he's had a great career. He's made a lot of money in the sport. He's been able to take care of his family. He can hold his head up high. Benavidez, though, big upside, right? 20, what is he, 24, 25? Lot of upside. And a lot of big fights on the horizon that can be made. And looks like 168's back, man. 168, that this division is back finally, because we really haven't had this type of excitement since Andre Ward was doing his thing, and they had the Super Six and all that different stuff. So, it looks like this division is back. It's one of my favorite divisions personally, super middleweights, because it's more or less, what my weight class would be now if I were to fight. Not that I would, because I'm getting too damn old for this shit, but that would be probably my weight class.
Because I heard you say you were around 175 before. Like, how much weight would you be willing to cut?
See, that's the thing, right? Because when you get older, that shit gets tougher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I've been training at this local gym now for a little bit, man, and they're trying to entice me to do a little boxing match that they're putting together. And so out here they do it by kilograms. So I think they'll do like
80 kilos.
They'll do like 70, 74, and maybe 77 or 78.
78, yeah, that sounds like 168, yeah.
Yeah. So 78 kilo I can probably manage, I think. Because I'm like 82.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can probably cut 4 kilo. It would be tough though. It's tough because the problem is that if I say nah, because I think the one after that would be 78 and then maybe like 83 or 84. So obviously it's easier to gain weight than it is. Like I can put on 2 kg of muscle, no problem. Right. But then I'm going to be fighting naturally bigger guys.
Yeah.
At that weight. And because I've always been a small guy most of my life. Most of my life I've only weighed, 160, 165 pounds. I just recently over the past 2 or 3 years been lifting a lot. I put on some muscle, been competing in in CrossFit and things like that. So I've put on some mass, but I'm frame wise, I'm not a big guy. So, that's something that you don't want to play around with, because if you're going to fight a guy who's fighting at 84, but he's naturally walking around at 88, 89 kg, that's some shit you get caught with and get put to sleep type shit. Yeah. Even if you block, that's the type of shit, even if you block it, you can still get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably go cut down, try to keep some power as I go down and just lose some weight. So I'm being tempted by it. It's kind of like something in my bucket list that I've been wanting to do for the past 7 or 8 years. I've signed up for fights in the past, and they just always fall through for whatever reason. I had one fight a couple of years ago where I was training, I was making weight, and then my opponent pulled out. So shit like that happens. But I got a full-time job plus other jobs. You know what I mean? So it's like, preparing for a fight, you got to sacrifice a lot. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no joke. If you take this shit serious, sure, I can half-ass it, go to the gym a couple days a week, just cut weight and show up and see what happens. But I'm not, I'm competitive. I want to win. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'm going to take it serious, So it doesn't matter to me if 500,000 people are watching or 5 people are watching. I ain't trying to get knocked out. I ain't trying to get knocked out, bro, in front of nobody, bro. So, but I'll keep you guys posted, man. They're being quite active coming out of the pandemic. They're being quite active here with fights, putting on a lot of amateur fights, a lot of charity events and different things like that. I'm in the community. A lot of people know me. I go to the gym a lot. So, they try to entice me, and they want skill. They want some guys who can fight on their cards to make it appealing. So, they're always knocking on the door, but I'll keep you guys posted and see what I might do. I always cringe at the idea. Man.
Like live stream it or something.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. If I do fight, if I don't live stream it, it'll be live somewhere, and then I'll like, share the link or whatever so y'all can watch it. I do have a particular individual out here that we're similar to weight. I think he might be slightly bigger than me with a little bit more professional boxing experience. But yeah, we got some beef out here. So that would be a local favorite matchup, which would be very interesting, which might entice me to come in. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man. It's one of those things where it's like you have that itch. You know what I mean? And if you scratch it, you keep scratching it until it goes away. You got to put some Neosporin on it. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, if it does happen, it'll be probably, what are we in, May now? May, June, July. Yeah, probably around August, something like that. I won't sign up for a fight unless I have at least 2 months to train and get in shape and all that different stuff. And I have to change my whole training regime. I've been lifting heavy for a while. You can't really lift heavy, especially if you're trying to lose weight. You got to cut down. You got to lean down. You got to change your diet. You got to change a lot of shit. So a lot of people don't take that stuff in consideration when we talk about boxing sometimes, man. But teach foreigners or local people both. There's a lot of foreigners that come through here that either are trying to become professional fighters, either in mostly Muay Thai, but boxing, Western boxing, if that's how you want to call it, has started to gain momentum the past 6 or 7 years. Because when I first moved out here, it was pretty much impossible to train Western boxing. Everything was Muay Thai. Everything. And you would have to find, when I was like 23, 24 and wanted to do boxing, I found a coach who was a Thai. He was a Thai guy, but he had trained in Cuba and worked with some of the Cuban fighters back there. And I just, through luck, we connected and I did some training with him. But it was hard back then. But now it's changed. Now we've got like 2, maybe 3 gyms that have Western boxing. We have Western boxing coaches and also Thai boxing coaches who used to do Muay Thai. They transitioned to boxing because that happens a lot out here. So Muay Thai is far more popular, far more accessible. So they start really young. They fight until they're maybe, 27, 28. They've already got like over 100 Muay Thai fights under their belt. And then they transition to boxing and they just tweak a little thing. They got to tweak their Muay Thai stance into a boxing stance, learn the boxing movements, and then they box, right? And then after that, when they get into their late 30s, then they become coaches for either Muay Thai or boxing. That happens a lot out here. MMA, of course, is getting more popular out here as well. You walk into a gym, you see more, grappling and jiu-jitsu and shit like that. One thing I don't see out here though is Roman Greco. I don't see a lot of Roman Greco places if you want to do Roman Greco style type wrestling. But boxing is definitely picking up. Where now you actually have rings for boxing and coaches and more and more people are starting to train and do Western boxing. So yeah, so it's a mixture, foreigners and Thais. But you got to be careful out here though. It's not like in the States. And if you're going to sign up for a fight, you got to do it where you know that they're going to do it correctly. What I mean is there in Thailand, if you don't go through the right avenues, they'll set you up with a fight they'll set you up against a fighter who has way more experience than you. It happens all the fucking time, especially as foreigners. They match you up with a Thai guy. They say, oh, he's only had like 3 boxing matches, but he's had 167 Muay Thai fights, right? And I'm coming in the fight, whatever, with 4 professional fights or whatever it is, right? Of course, It doesn't matter if he's been in a ring for 12 years, as a Muay Thai fighter. Like, even if he doesn't have the greatest boxing skill, he's going to be tough as nails, and he's going to have basics, right? He's going to have jabs, right hands. He's going to have basics. So that happens all the time. So you got to be careful. You want to be matched up properly against people. People lie about their experience all the time, right? They lie about them having any professional fights, or they lie about how long they were an amateur, and then come fight night, it comes out pretty quickly, and it's sad. It's sad that people do that, but it does happen. So you got to be careful about that type of stuff. In the States, you can control it a little bit more. People are a little bit more aware. People are a little bit more alert on those type of things. But out here, people don't know you from Adam, right? You just show up and, oh yeah, I had a couple of amateur fights, and then you get in the ring and they're throwing bombs and knocking dudes out. So that's another reason why I've always kind of stayed away from it, because you never know. But yeah, that's the type of shit you got to encounter. But yeah, man, look, so I don't know why I thought Divine was in New York. Yeah. I'm in Thailand, man. I've been out here for a hot minute, bro. Yeah, I've actually never been to New York.
Can you speak Thai?
Yeah.
Like fluently?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've been out here since 2007.
Wow.
Yeah. So like my home base has been here since then. I've like lived other countries here and there. Like I lived in Japan for a couple of years. I lived in Singapore for 6-7 months. I lived in the Philippines for a bit. I lived in Costa Rica for a little while, but I've always had a place here kind of like as my home to kind of move back to if something doesn't work out. I've had off jobs here and there. I played soccer at a high level for a while. I was a DJ. I traveled around a lot. So I've done a lot of shit in my life, which a lot of people don't know about. I kind of keep it under wraps, except for people that have been a part of the channel for a long time. But I have another channel that I'm building, which is called the Eternal Beast Podcast. That's where I'm going to talk about life and social issues and traveling and experience and relationships, all that shit. So make sure y'all subscribe to that channel, because that's where I'm going to get more deeply rooted into those type of topics. But here I try to keep it mostly about boxing. That's where most people know me from, is obviously Divine Sense Boxing. But yeah, man, I've seen a lot of shit. And now I'm getting older. So like the lavish kind of exuberant lifestyle is I'm a bit more chill now. My daughter's growing up, it's all about money, hustling now. So now it's just about telling my story and pass on that knowledge. That's what it's about right now. So yeah, man. Sawat, yeah. Sawat D is like the standard hello. Sawat D, but they have masculine and feminine features to the language. So for men, you
How
would
long
say
did it take you to learn?
not very long. I mean, I'm pretty good with linguistics, man. It's just a talent that I have. I was saying earlier that I'm from Phoenix, so I grew up with a lot of Hispanics, and I learned Spanish pretty quickly. I used to help my dad sell used cars to a lot of Spanish-speaking people. And then I moved to Japan. I picked up Japanese pretty quickly. And then, of course, Thailand. I moved to Thailand when I was like 21. So, I was young, so I learned it pretty quickly. I didn't have any foreign friends when I came out here at all. So I was just chilling with Thai people all the time, and just picked it up pretty quickly. But I have a talent for it. I mean, I've pretty much every place that I've been to. I lived in the Philippines for a little bit. I picked up a little bit of Tagalog as well, which is their national language, their official national language, Tagalog and English, obviously. Now, of course, Japanese, I've lost some of it. I've even lost some of my Spanish because I don't use it as much anymore. But yeah, I've always been able to pick it up quite easily. But yeah, it has helped me a lot though. Like learning and knowing languages, if you're a person that wants to travel and see the world, it goes a long way, I think Spanish is like the third most spoken language in the world. So if you get up on your Spanish, like you can go anywhere you want in Latin America, you know, the islands, like wherever. I mean, you can see half the damn world and be able to get away with speaking Spanish. Even if you go to Brazil, even though they speak Portuguese, a lot of them understand Spanish. If you go to Portugal, which neighbors Spain, right? Portuguese, they speak Portuguese obviously there, but a lot of them can understand Spanish decently well. So you can go to a lot of places in the world if you speak Spanish. Thai is unique to Thailand only, obviously. Nobody else speaks Thai except Thai people. But if you were to live out here, speaking Thai helps you tremendously to be able to get things done and whatever. And I don't know if you guys know, but Dante's Boxing Knowledge is out, or not Dante's Boxing Knowledge. Dante's Boxing is out here in Thailand too.
Yeah,
But he's in a.
he did a restaurant, right? Or he has something going on, a couple
I'm
businesses.
not sure. I'm not sure exactly. He's in a different city than what I am. He's up on the coast, a coastal city. I'm in Bangkok, so I'm in the capital. But I've reached out to him a few times, try to link up. You know, it's just that we're like 2.5 hours away from each other, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, I'm not too sure what he does. I know obviously he's got his YouTube thing going on, but I'm sure he's got something else going on the side for sure if he's living out here. And I don't know if he's got a chick out here or what, but I would imagine he probably has a few of them. I would imagine that he has a few of them, just like myself. So that's the way it goes out here. And the cool thing about Thailand is this, right? I tell my homies this all the time. That they're like, oh, but I'm not really into Asian chicks. Well, it don't fucking matter, bro, because Bangkok is like the tourist capital of the world, pretty much, right? So if you like European chicks or you like whatever, man, Latina chicks, or you like black chicks, like everything is out here now. It wasn't when I first came out here, but it is now. So you go out to the clubs in Bangkok, man, you got everything. You're going to run into people from all around the world. And so I've had a few homies come in and visit and hang out, and yeah, their mind was blown. They're like, damn, I thought going into Thailand is just gonna be all Thais. It's like, nah, but there's like a lot of foreigners here now. Some are here just traveling, you know what I mean? They come here for holiday, and some are actually living and working here, like myself and Dante's boxing, right? So yeah, it doesn't matter. So even if you're married and you got a chick and you got your thing going on and you're not about that like single lifestyle, even Thailand's still a great place to come, man, because you got islands, you got beaches, you can take your chick out to a nice resort, spend money on her, have a great time. That's in the southern part of Thailand. But if you like mountains and waterfalls and more of that type of scenery, then they got that shit here too. Ride elephants, like whatever, so it's cool for families and couples. A lot of people come to Thailand for honeymoons and weddings and shit like that too. So but definitely if you're single, like I'm telling you, like you gotta come to Thailand at least one time in your life, bro. I'm telling you, if you don't, you are missing out. So why do you think Dante's still out here, bro?
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like he had left he left Vegas like a while back, dude. When he was like, every time he'd be like, oh, you need to get out here. You guys need to get out here. You guys need to get out here. And then he started his, I think it's like a restaurant. I'm not completely sure, but he had something going on. He was just on his little bike and everything, dude. He was chilling.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about if you do like Asian chicks, the cool thing about Thailand is that you have two types, right? You have I would call them the traditional Thai people, where they have that Cambodian, Thai, Indonesian bloodline. So they're a bit darker, right? They got a bit tan skin. They got
Not
a
the
little
lady
sexy.
boys, right? Not the lady boys.
No, fuck all that, bro. I mean, they're out here, obviously, bro. But if you stay out here for a while, right, you get used to them being around. You just keep it moving. You know what I mean? But in regards to the women, Like, so you get the traditional ties, right? Where they got the tan, brown like skin, they got the long, dark black hair. I mean, there's a lot of sexiness and appeal to that. Obviously, very appealing to foreigners, right? It looks kind of exotic. And a lot of them naturally, they got body to them. Some of these Thai chicks, man, just naturally they got a little body to them. And then if you like more of like the lighter skin type Asians, like the Japanese skin tone or the Chinese or the Koreans or whatever, they got that here too. So you got two different types of Thai women out here, as far as appeal. So a lot of foreigners come out here. You know what I mean? They some of them like the lighter skin Asians. Some of them like the more tan. Most of them like more of the tan skin Asians. I've dated both. You know what I'm saying? There's pros and cons to everything, as we know, if you've dated a lot in your life. Pros and cons to everything. But I've seen some pictures, I think, of Dante's chicks that he rolls with. I don't know how exclusive it is. He's probably just doing his thing. But yeah, man, he found some nice pieces out there where he's at. I'll tell you that. He's got some nice pieces out there, bro. So it's out here. But I had another dude that came out here. He was going to come out here just for a holiday, and he ended up staying like 6 or 7 months. He was just having such a great time, and he ended up meeting a Brazilian chick out here. And he's a black dude from Detroit. And he came out here and just like after like 2 weeks, he linked up with this Brazilian chick that was out here playing professional volleyball. She's a volleyball chick, fine as fuck. And so they were just doing their thing, going to islands, running around Thailand, having a great time for like 6 months until he ran out of money. So he's like, I got no more money, bro. I got to go back to Detroit. But everything is out here, man. Everything is out here. So you really have everything at your doorstep, right? It's cheap out here. You know what I'm saying? You can get a nice 3-star, 4-star hotel for like, I don't know, man, like $60 a night. You know what I'm saying? Nice. 3-star, everything that you need. $60 a night. You know what I'm saying? Like taxis are cheap to get around. They got a sky train here that connects through it. If you're in the capital, like that connects you from one spot to the other. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to move around, food is cheap. And so like a beer in Thailand for like a straight up, just normal, like bottle of beer is like $1.
Wow.
$1. So it's like you can get lit. You can buy a whole bottle of vodka if you want for like $10 out here. And I'm talking like absolute. I'm talking about the real shit. I ain't talking about some like generic vodka. I'm talking about branded stuff, $10, $15 a minute. Yeah.
Wow.
So you can get lit up here. You could literally, not including your ticket, right? Just spending money. You can buy your ticket. You can get one if you buy it in advance and you take your time and find the right one. You can fly here round trip. I just recently flew back there in March. I was back in the States, and I think my ticket cost me probably like $1,200 round trip.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah.
Right. But with that to the side, if you were just to say, okay, this is my money to spend while I'm there. Let's say I'm gonna go to Thailand for 2 weeks. $1,000 will take you a long way here.
Wow.
Just $1,000 will take you a long way. Like if you set up your hotel, pay for all that shit up front, get that out of the way. That'll probably, for 2 weeks, that'll probably cost you around $500. So you got $500 of pocket money. And if you want to be conservative, you can just spend most of your time at your hotel room, just run off to the bar and go to the clubs and hit up bitches and bring them back and put that work in, buy food, buy drinks, and you're solid. You know what I mean? But if you want it to be really safe and really comfortable, yeah, I would say about $1,000 a week. So if you were to come here for 2 weeks, you need $2,000. And if you play your cards right, you won't spend all of it. You won't. Especially if you come out here and hit your boy up Divine Sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You hit me up, I'm going to take you around, and I'm going to show you exactly where you need to go, the spots you need to hit up, and you know what I'm saying, how to get around and save money and really stretch your dollar. So you gotta give me a shout.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're
mean?
like changing our plans right now. It's me and my brother. We're thinking about putting in to go to later this summer, Istanbul, Turkey.
Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Turkey's interesting. Turkey is like if you like history,
Hmm.
if you like history and you like going and doing that whole tourist thing, taking pictures and seeing the landmarks and all the historical stuff there, Turkey's a beautiful place because Turkey is like that's where Asia and Europe connects.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing and it's crazy because although it is a Muslim country, they're like laid back. They're like one of the most laid back Muslim countries in the world.
Yeah, it's like secular, like one of those.
Yeah. It's very similar to Indonesia. A lot of people don't know Indonesia is straight up Muslim. A lot of people don't know that. It's like
Like
80%
Brunei,
Muslim.
like Brunei.
Yeah, Brunei too. But
Mhm.
Indonesia, even though it was founded on Buddhism, Muslims took over it. So it's a Muslim country now, right? And the women are wearing burqas and whatever, but it's pretty chill. Like you go out in Jakarta, Jakarta's the capital of Indonesia, right? You go out, man, clubs, man, be popping. Malaysia as well. Malaysia's Muslim. You got Kuala Lumpur. They got it. It's a bit chill as well. A little bit. I think it's slightly more strict, but still. Um, and then if you go to the Middle East, everywhere except for maybe Bahrain. Bahrain is pretty laid back. Um, Qatar, you can go to some. Qatar is, I would say, medium. It gets it can get a bit crazy in Qatar, but yeah, you can get a little bit of partying going. Bahrain is definitely chill. Of course, you got Dubai, Abu
Yeah,
Dhabi, right? Those
yeah,
places. Yeah, they get lit there. But anywhere else, bro, don't waste your time. Don't waste your damn time. But Turkey's cool, man, because Turkey, you have a lot of ancient Greek influence, Roman influence, Muslim, the Christians, like it's just like in the center of everything, man. It's just a massive melting pot. You can walk around Istanbul, man, and you'll see architecture of like the Romans, and then you'll see like more of like an Arabic influence, and then it's
Mhm.
crazy, like on that standpoint, if that's what you want to do. And some of those Turkish women, man, they be looking good, man, because they got, see, the thing is that Turkey's interesting because of the bloodline, right? Because you get some Turkish people that look very Arabic, but then they can be like blonde hair and blue eyes and straight up Turkish, born in Turkey. And that's that European, mostly that the most of the Greek bloodline is still there, especially in the northern part of Turkey. So you get that mix. You get some dudes that look or chicks that look Arabic in the face, but then they got blue eyes. It's crazy mix there. Crazy mix. So that's an interesting part of Turkey. If you like the history standpoint of things, it's definitely a place to go. To put that, to have that checklist on your bucket list. But if you're just looking to just straight up wild out, you know what I'm saying, and just have a great time and party and
Bro,
meet
those
chicks.
Thailand weeks like come through over here. Everybody's been
Yeah,
saying that, man. Everybody I talk to is just, come through here. This is good area, good destination. I
yeah.
haven't been out of the country in, oh my goodness, was it 2020? Almost 11 years because half my family is Sudanese.
Okay.
Right. So that was the last time I went out of the country. We went to
Sudan.
Holland and then we went to Sudan,
Uh,
yeah, for a month. And we went there, and that was during the time where they had split between North Sudan and South Sudan. I think that July, that same year, that same month, actually, they split. And we haven't been out of the country since. So, me and my brother, I just started working, and like, all right, once I get a break, maybe later this summer, we can, told my brother, because he's still in school, we'll put something together and, to go overseas, go out again, get our passports right, and get
mm.
going.
Well, how old are you, bro?
I'm 23.
Oh shit, man. That's the perfect time to go. Perfect time to go and experience it. And it's the perfect time because you go, you have a great time, you have those memories, and it's a place you can go back to when you're in your 30s. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And out here in Thailand, shit, 40, you're still young.
Right.
That's what people have to understand. If you're 40 and you're single, you ain't ever gonna date a chick that's 25 unless you got money. Facts. Out here though, 40, it's all good. Hit up a 25-year-old, 26-year-old chick. They want to be around you because you're mature. You ain't gonna play no games. You're gonna keep it straightforward. This, that, and the third. And they want to be around you. You know what I mean? Young dudes like my man TS. Yeah, like you can. I mean, you definitely can get chicks. There's no doubt about it. But but you're always gonna look like a young dude that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Playing around, basically. So that's how you're gonna be framed, which you probably don't give a shit about. But if you try to come out here and settle down, not settle down, but like meet a down chick, you know, and actually do something with someone out here and you're a bit older, you can always accomplish that out here. You know, so I'm going into my late 30s and you know, my age category, I typically don't like to date chicks in their 20s because they annoy the shit out of me because I'm too old for that shit. But for sure, like if I'm just trying to find a nice little dime piece in the club and she happened to be 22, 23, you best believe I'm going to swoop that shit up. And she's going to love it, right? Because I'm a bit older, I got a nice place, I'm established, I got money, right? It's easy. It's easy. But then again, nowadays I'm different. I like to get chicks that are, you know, my age, maybe even a little bit older because I ain't trying to take care of nobody. You know what I mean? I want them to take care of me. What are you going to
Right.
get me? What are you going to buy me? Where are you going to take me? Take me to an island. Let's get a resort. Like, what's up? That's me now, right? Because I've already had my time of just, you know, whining and dining and going out, partying, clubbing, picking up chicks, right? But if you're young like yourself, now's the time, bro. Now's the time. I'm telling you, because it's just going to set your life the right way going forward when you get a little bit older, a little bit more established, get your money right, is to get all of this shit that I'm talking about out of your system when you're young. The
Exactly.
problem is, bro, is a lot of dudes come out here in their 30s, their 40s, and even older sometimes, which is even more pathetic. And they're trying to relive their youth and go out, party, drink, club, and whatever, and pick up these young chicks. If you got a little bit of style, a little bit of money, you look decent, yeah, you might be able to pull some chicks, but like you're worn out. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is worn out. Your body's worn out. Why? Because you've been in the States for the past 20 years dealing with these chicks back there and all the drama and all the stress. You were probably married. You probably had a couple kids already, right? They took your money. They took your house, whatever, man. They just, they suck the life force out of you. So then you come out and you try to relive it and you just don't have much to offer anymore because your whole youth from 18, by the time you turn 40, you've expended it into these relationships back in the States or in the UK or wherever the hell you from.
Yeah. You end up
You know what I
like
mean?
what they had it on 90 Day Fiance. You know, they had a 50-year-old guy come out over there in Thailand. I mean, he did exactly what you just outlined: the whole divorce, kids, blah blah blah, and
Yep.
boom. You know, they had the whole show. You know, they had him over there. He found a wife, and they came back over here, and all of this.
Yep. And look, man, I mean, I'm blessed. Like I you know, joined the military young. I saw the world young. By the time I was 21, like I knew what I wanted to do, which was travel, live life to the fullest at a young age. And I did that. You know what I'm saying? And now it makes me so much more reserved now and more mature at an older age where, you know what I mean? Like I can take care of my daughter. You know what I mean? Like I can take care of myself. I know what I need to do. I can be more focused. Imagine being 38, 39, 40 coming out here not focused. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you're 50 and you haven't done shit for your life because you just blew away. You just destroyed your 20s. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I always recommend to young people like yourself, like, don't waste time, man. Don't waste time. By the way, the link is in the chat to the other channel. Y'all better subscribe right now, man, because it's going to get lit over there on that new channel. But don't waste time worrying about credit cards and what your credit is. And I got to get a car. I got to get a house. I got to invest in this. I got to get my Bitcoin on point. I got to get this finances on point. I got to set up this, set up that. Man, I know a lot of people say that you should do it young. Oh, you got to work hard to get your Social Security up. You got to work hard. You know, they say you got to get these tax returns. Man, fuck all of that shit, bro. All of it. Every single part of it. You don't need none of it. I'm telling you, bro. You can work anywhere in the world now. In 2022, like I came out here in the early 2000s, bro, it was hard to find work. Like when I played soccer at a professional level, I had to go on-site tryouts, like walk-ons, like it was hard. But now, doesn't matter what your profession is.
From your laptop.
Yeah, man. You can work from your laptop. They didn't have none of that shit back then. They didn't have none of that. You had to like be physically present somewhere at a job working, which I'm lucky that I've been an athlete all my life and I was able to do that and live through sports and athletics, right? But a lot of people have that. So if you're back home and I built houses for a living. You can't build no damn houses in Thailand, bro. Right? Get another skill set that can set you up. Like, set something up online or, be willing to, teach something. Because the thing about it is, coming from America, being a native English speaker, having that passport or whatever, right? You can teach anything in the English language. It don't matter what it is. There's a spot for you. And you don't got to work at the best schools and get the best salaries and get the best benefits. Man, just find something that'll pay the bills. Pay the bills. Get your foot through the door. Make a little bit of money. Find a nice little spot. Then on the side, you can work some side businesses, get your money up, and do your thing, man. Live life. Live life, man. Make mistakes. Date every chick that you possibly can. I'm telling you. Date them all. Date all these women out here, man. Short, tall, black, white. I don't give a shit. Date them all. Have these experiences, right? And go haywire with the shit. Experience everything that you possibly can, man. Have threesomes, have orgies, do all that wild shit, man. I'm telling you. If there's a possibility, take it. Take it all, because it's gonna set it up. It's gonna set you up later in life to where you know exactly what you like and what you don't like, and what you need and what you don't need. You got to experience it, right? And there's no other better place to do it but outside of America, man. Because I'm saying I'm from America, right? There's a lot of things I love about America. It's my home. I defended it in the military, but America has a way to constrict you, man. It has a way to constrict you. It has a way to trap you and all these other different ways of life. And I'm saying, like, you got to pay this, you got to pay that, you got to invest in this, got to invest in that. Like peer pressure, family pressure, girlfriend pressure, wife pressure, whatever it is, right? Pressure. And so it's like, it just kind of, I don't know, man, it just deflates you. It can deflate you very quickly. And then, you spent your whole life trying to impress other people or quite frankly, and trying to impress yourself. Like, oh yeah, like I was able to do this. I see Shane. What's up, Shane? I see you, bro. This is getting annoying. Don't go out and don't do that. You will see what living life with herpes is like. Oh, okay. Well, if you a dumbass and don't protect yourself, then yeah, you'll get herpes. Use common sense. Save money and invest and don't fuck around. Okay. Well, let me say this, Shane, because I think you're trolling, but I'll address it. just for some people that may be like, I don't know, is that really a good idea? Well, it's like this. Let's say you do the traditional route, right? Go through high school, go through university, get your degree, try to work at a business, get your money up, start a business, money, grind, get your money up. You get money. Cool. You get a house. Cool. You get cars. Cool. But unless you're like a professional athlete status, or you actually become an entrepreneur and make millions, and you put yourself in a position where you'll say, like, you can pay for anything. Money ain't a problem. Because quite frankly, more money, more problems. That is fact. The more money you make, the more money you spend. And the more you spend, the more problems you have. It's about being comfortable and about being happy. That's what life is about. So when it's all said and done, when you are in your 60s or 70s, when you can no longer perform at the level that you can now in your 20s and 30s or whatever it may be, what do you have to say? Well, I worked hard and look at all this shit that I bought. That's cool. But what's going to happen to all that shit that you worked hard for and paid for? What's going to happen to it? Your kids might get it. Your wife might get it. They might sell it. They might give it away. You got a nice car, they might crash it. You got a nice house that they inherited, they treat it like shit. Right? You're hopeful that your legacy continues in regards to money in a positive way, but it hardly ever works out like that. Yeah, for sure. Am I putting money away from my own daughter? Absolutely. Absolutely, because that's my responsibility. So I'm no longer here. She's got an account. She's got access to what she needs to live and survive. That is my responsibility. But I'm going to be able to teach her way more through my life experiences than what I can teach her about how to save money and buy shit. Materialistic things are for the moment. It makes you feel good for the moment. What you experience in life will last through the ages, bro, through generation. That is real generation wealth right there. What you learn and pass down to your children through knowledge, because knowledge is power. That is how you create success. What I have learned in life, I'm able to pass that down to my daughter. Therefore, she's not going to make the same mistakes that I made. She's going to learn about life. She's going to learn about people. She's going to learn about culture. She's going to learn about history. She's going to learn about the things that I saw and things that I experienced. And along the way, she will learn how to make money and be able to take care of herself and be successful in life. So that's how I view it. And there's nobody in the world that can change my mind on that. Why would anybody that has kids be cringing right now? Why? I'm 33 and I fucked everything that walked in my 20s and I had a lot of fun. Now I live with regret, wishing I brought my kid into a better situation, wishing I didn't spend my money. Well, that's on you, bro. That's entirely up to you. I'm not saying go fuck everything that you can and waste your life. But you brought a child into this world when your life was unstable and unpredictable. That's on you, bro. Although I've been able to enjoy the world and experience the things that I experienced and fuck who I want to fuck and do what I want to do, does it look like I'm struggling right now where I'm at? Does it look like I'm struggling, bro? Do I need to take the camera around my pad right now? Like, for real. I live in a different country. I got money, I got stability, I got everything I need, and I've lived life. And my daughter wants for nothing. So explain that to me. Anthony Mazzano, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you. You gotta live life, but you gotta be smart. But what you don't do is say, "Oh man, yeah, I gotta save all this money up because I bring my kids in here. I gotta have all this money set up, but I'm gonna constrict my life, and not experience shit. And okay, that's great, but what are you gonna do when you're 50? You got nothing to pass. You got nothing to pass down to your child right now, except, I fucked a lot of people and I wasted a lot of money. Sorry about that. I can't take care of you the way that I want to. Sorry. I was too worried about you. I'm too worried about getting pussy. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm saying. That's what you're taking out of this message. I'm talking about live, experience. Along the way, you were taking the right steps to set yourself up to be stabilized. I'm in my late 30s. I am stabilized. And yes, never put any woman above your progress. That's it, man. So take the message how you want to take it, Shane. But I feel like you maybe made some bad decisions in your life, and maybe you got a couple scars, and you heard some shit, and now you're getting aggravated, bro. I'm sorry that your life went the way that it went. I'm sorry about that. But don't misconstrue the message because your life went the way that it went, and you don't understand the message. That's on you, bro. All that stuff that you're now paranoid about. Oh, I wish I didn't spend all that money. I mean, shit. I don't even think about it, to be honest with you. All the countries that I've traveled to and spent money in, being a DJ, all the parties I was a part of, all the money that I spent. Yeah, sure. I have moments where I'm like, well, damn, shit. It's about $10,000 in a 2-year time frame that I probably could have saved and put somewhere else. And then do what with it? Do what with it? Would I trade? The question is this: would I trade $10,000 or whatever? Fuck it. Let's say $30,000. Would I trade $30,000 that I spent on 5 years of seeing the world, experiencing life, and along the way, yeah, fucking a lot of women, absolutely. But would I trade that for? Would I trade $30,000 for all that experience? Hell no. Hell no. Because if I say, man, I don't need none of that experience, I'm just going to focus on making this money. I'd rather have that $30,000 in my pocket. Maybe I can invest it in something, whatever, because I want to think about my kids, my future, whatever, right? Take the route of Mr. Shane in here, right? But this is what happens, Shane, because you make that decision, right? And you're full of a lot of regret right now. So I'm trying to soften it up a little bit for you. If you make that decision and you work your ass off and you save all that money, you set up everything that you want to set up. Now you're 50. You're going to end up like a lot of these dudes that I see out here traveling the world and they're 50 and they're trying to live like they're 20 again because they never did it. You should think about the positive side of things, bro. You should think about the things that you have done, the things that you have learned, the things that you can now pass down on your children. It may not be money. I will piss money out the fucking window, bro. I will piss it out the window. Money is not everything. It's not. But let me tell you this, though. There are some positive things that you have learned in your 20s. You're making it all about me. All I do is just party and fuck chicks. But that's where negativity has overpowered you and overcome you. You can't see the positive out of anything. You're only so focused on, man, I got no money to give my children. You got nothing else, but you got nothing else to give them? That's it? If that's the case, if you look back at your 20s and you say, man, I look back, I ain't got no money and I got nothing to give my children. No life experience, no life advice. You haven't learned through your mistakes on how to make your children better, and all the other attributes that you gain by living a lifestyle of freedom, because that's what it is. It's freedom. If you got nothing to pass down to your children, then that is on you, bro. That is on you. You have not set yourself up in position to take the positive side out of the situation. But you're 33. You got time, bro. You got time. You got plenty of time to make money and do the things that you need to do. Why do you got to regret what you did before that? Right? Because you are allowing negativity to consume you. And with that type of mentality and that type of mindset, bro, you ain't going nowhere in life. Because all you're doing is pointing your fingers at situations, either at you or other people, on why you can't be where you want to be at in life. I'm perfectly fine living around the world in my 20s, having a great time, spending a shitload of money, and I'm doing quite well for myself, sir. So I will continue to pass my advice on to people and take it as you will. Obviously, you don't want to take it, and that's on you. So, anyways, click the link that I put in the chat. If you like these type of topics, you like to open your mind to different things and different scenarios, different stories, then click the link, subscribe to that channel. That's where I talk about it, because this is why I don't want to talk about these type of topics, because you get dudes like Shane that come in here who thinks that it's a boxing channel, and I'm going off and talk about different topics, and they get all bent out of shape. So that's why I don't. That's why I try to tell people, go to the other channel, and we could chop it up over there, and we'll keep it about boxing so people like Shane doesn't get upset. Sorry, TS, you were going to say something?
No, I was just saying I sub to your other channel too.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man, but yeah, I definitely feel like I have to open up my horizons a little bit, man. I did school I mean, I've been in school since I was in school since it was not even kindergarten, like pre-K at like near 3 years old up until I just graduated December 2021 with my master's. So that's 20 years. Like, I need to go out and broaden my horizons and, you know, see more than just on the internet or on TV. I need to actually experience it, I feel.
Yeah, most definitely. No, most definitely, man. And, I think that, unfortunately, in society, we put everything in the terms of value to a dollar sign.
Yeah.
But the truth is that you cannot put value on experience, and you cannot put value on love and life and experience. Those are three things that you can't put a value on. It's immeasurable. Right? And like I said, man, the bottom line is that whatever dollar amount, it doesn't matter. Even $1 million. It's like $1 million. If I didn't party, not, I want to say party, because I did way more than that. But if I didn't experience the things that I did in my 20s, right? Traveling the world, partying, seeing different things, meeting different people from walks of life, and gaining all of that knowledge that I now pass down to my daughter, which is that true lineage, right? What I pass on to her, she will pass on to her children. If I pass on $1 million to her, she will spend that. You hope that she invests and she can build and you have that longevity of family wealth, but it hardly ever happens past 2 or 3 generations. Somebody's going to fuck it up. But knowledge is the true power. But my point is this. And I've thought about it 100 times. I've actually been in the place of Shane before. I actually have. I think he's trolling a little bit. But I've actually been in that place before where I'm like, I think when I was like 27, 28, my daughter was born when I was, I believe, 28, right? So even at that point, I've already lived and experienced a lot. I wasn't ready, but I was ready, you know. But I guess my maturity level was well, let's put it this way. I was way more mature at 28 than most of my peers at 28 because I just lived and seen so much more. Right? But I've been in a place where I'm like, man, all this time I've spent like money traveling and doing the things that I did. If I would have kept all that money, would have been a better decision? Like, yeah, sure, maybe I can have a little better place. Maybe I can have a better car. Maybe I can put my daughter in a little bit better school. Maybe I can put some money somewhere and try to invest and create businesses or whatever, right? And I take away all of that knowledge that I learned and all that experience I learned. Who would I be? What am I? I'll tell you what I am. I'm a slave to the dollar. That's what I am. I'm a slave. And I would rather die on my feet than on my knees and be a slave to anything, right? And that means that, oh, if I feel like my sexual escapades are getting out of hand, yeah, you can be a slave to that too. You got to put a stop to it. Or if it's drinking or it's smoking or it's whatever type of addiction it may be, if it's controlling your life and you're becoming a slave to it, you put a stop to it. But would I trade, like I said, would I trade $1 million for everything that I've learned? Money, we spend that shit like, you know, I was back in the States in March. I was just like, man, I don't even know where the fuck my money's going. Where's my money going? Rides and Ubers and Uber Eats and going to the bar here, going to the restaurant there, pay this. And I'm not even living there. I'm traveling there. I'm like, where's my money going? I don't even know. I look at my bank account. Oh, minus $400. Like, what? It's like we spend money like crazy. We don't even realize it. And then it's like, oh, you got to get a phone. You got to get internet. And you got to get insurance. And you got to rent a car. And you got to get this. Yeah, you got to be able to. That's the thing. It's like, it's funny when people like Shane come out here and say, look at this dumbass, man. You out there partying. You ain't save no money. Well, obviously, I ain't going to the States for damn near a month. You know what I'm saying? Spending the money that I spent on vacation, come back. You know, it's obviously you don't know what it really is to make those kind of mistakes because that ain't me. But my point is that when I always look at it, I'm like, I spend money like you know what I'm saying? Like toilet paper, basically. You wipe your ass with it, you flush it down the toilet. That's what money is. But knowledge is the real power. It really is, because that's something that doesn't die, that sticks with you, that my daughter will tell her children, and her children will tell their children. And that's where the true legacy plays its part. It's like, why do we have ancient figures from ancient civilians still in conversations to this day? Because it is legacy. Nobody gives a shit about the resources that they had or how much money they had or what they built. It's about the message that they sent and what they learned through life. We still talk about Alexander the Great to this day. To this day, we talk about him, and we don't even know where his body's at. We don't even know where he's buried at. The library of Alexandria was burnt down. Records lost. But we know who he is because of what he did, what he accomplished, the stories that he passed down through the generations, what people talked about through the generations 2,000 years later. Right? And so we learn from that, right? Our generations to come, my great-great-grandchildren can learn from the mistakes that I made and the accomplishments that I made and the experiences that I made. That's the way I look at value. That is true value. So absolutely, Teach. That's what that's what it is. And I see that Shane finally disappeared because the truth hurts. And I'm sorry, Shane, that you wasted your 20s not doing shit besides partying and fucking chicks and not setting yourself up. And now you got a kid and now you're worried. But then you tell me, oh, she's a straight A student. She's doing great. It's like, man, these people, man. They always find a way to slither in, man. But subscribe to the new channel, man. And my goal is to get up to probably at least 300 subscribers before I kick it off. Because when I kick it off, I want a nice, decent foundation of people just like I got here to be a part of it and grow it. But that channel is going to be lit, man, because I don't want to just be me shouting off into a microphone, sounding like a megaphone online. I'm going to be bringing in guests who have lived similar lifestyles to myself, and they have had a lot of success. They've been able to travel the world. They've been able to set themselves up nicely, and doing it all without big educations or taking out bank loans or borrowing money here and there. They do it all organically and doing it all the while by traveling, living free, and experiencing life. And I will be bringing people just like me onto the platform, onto the panels, and have it like these crazy conversations. And we're going to get deep with it on all angles, right? There's probably going to be I'm going to be bringing in a lot of chicks on the channel too. I got a couple females in mind that I'm going to bring on. And we're going to get into some heated debates about relationships. It is kind of relationships. Relationships. We're going to be talking about monogamy, polygamy, open relationships. We're going to be talking about like other sexual explorations, like all kinds of crazy shit. And we're going to do it with females. And it's going to get very, very interesting. It's going to get very interesting. And he's going to get into the mindset and the psyche of women, right? Which is something that I've always wanted to do. And I've spent a lot of time researching and studying throughout my years of dating and traveling and being around women, man. It's not always about sex. It's not. It's about learning about the opposite sex, learning more about them so you become more proficient and efficient with the opposite sex. Right? Getting the most out of it rather than just being a physical thing, right? Is actually getting something out of it, either learning something out of it, getting some type of value out of it, right? And I'm going to share those experiences with you guys and the research and have these women come on and have them give their perspective on how they see shit. Like, yeah, when guys do this, I think this. When guys say that, I think this. You know what I mean? If I make this move and he makes that move, this means that, right? And I'm telling you guys, you're going to get your mind blown, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be crazy out here. But look, we kind of went sideways a little bit with the conversation after a kind of crazy fight that didn't really last very long, man. If you guys are just tuning in, maybe you're just stepping in just to kind of catch the tail end of this. Yeah, we've been kind of chopping it up about random shit for the past hour or so. But David Benavidez, man, third round stoppage. We don't know if it was a corner, ref, whatever it may be, but nonetheless, David Benavidez gets a stoppage victory. And so in the coming days, we'll be talking a little bit about what we see for him next. I've already stated, if you come in a little bit late, that I'm looking forward to Benavidez and Plant. That's number one on my list. But whoever it is, it needs to be a high caliber fighter from now going forward. No more of these top 30 fighters for Benavidez. It's in the top 5, or sorry, the top 10 minimum for David Benavidez going forward. I want to see what more he can accomplish. So shout out to him. Congratulations to him. Shout out to Lemieux showing massive heart, trying to continue the fight. Deserve a lot of respect and admiration for that. And it's been good, man. It's been good chopping up with you guys, man. We got into a few little heated discussions here a little bit. We got a couple trolls in here. A couple of them got bopped out by wrenches, man, but it happens. But nonetheless, pretty successful live stream tonight. Another good one. And if you guys came in late, this will be uploaded later. The beginning part of this entire live stream for at least probably the first hour and a half to close to 2 hours will be mostly about boxing. And then we'll have the latter hour of the live stream where we got off onto some other topics about life and what have you. And I'll drop the link to my other channel into the chat one more time, just in case you missed it. Make sure you subscribe to that. And I'll see you guys over there here in the near future. Once we get 300 subs, then it'll be off and popping over there. So my man TS, man, thanks for dropping in, coming and leaving your thoughts. Any final thoughts, man, go ahead and lay it on them. And any other information that you want to get out there about yourself, let them know.
No, man, you pretty much hit the nail on the head with the fights or the main event. It's pretty quick, but yeah, man, I really enjoyed the second half. Just you talk about your experiences, man. I thought it was really interesting. I subbed to your other channel, and I definitely look forward to hear more, man. I'm really, really interested in it.
That's good to hear, man. I like people that are willing to have an open mind. Sometimes you get some sour grapes that come in here.
Yeah.
But it's all about the willingness to be open-minded, man, you know. And one way that I address that is I'm the type of person that I'm like, prove it to me type person. I don't discredit or push to the side anybody's thoughts or stories or things that they may believe in, because that just makes you one-dimensional, man, when people do that shit. And to give you guys an example, right? I'm a very agnostic person on everything in life. Usually agnostic is framed for religion, right? But the definition of agnostic really is just not knowing and want it to be proved, right? And I'm the type of person that if you come to me and say, hey, yo, Divine, man, last night I woke up and a damn dragon flew into my room, right? There's only two different types of people in that situation. Well, three. The first type will say, oh, that's great, kind of like roll their eyes and just keep it moving. The second person will probably say, bro, are you okay? Are you good, man? Are you on medication? Are you crazy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, automatically discredit a person for what they say. And the third type, which is me, is the optimistic, open-minded, agnostic type personality. Was like, damn, for real? Saw a dragon? Shit, bro. Like, what did it look like? And they describe, oh, it looked like this, this, and this. Like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Yo, I want to see it. I want to see it, bro. Take a picture of it. Take a video of it, man. I want to see it. That's me, right? Because I want to believe in the impossible. That's the type of person that I am. And if you have that open-mindedness to have that, I'm guaranteeing you right now, with all of my heart and soul and energy, that you will advance nicely in life. If you're open to learn new things and not be constricted, man. That the constriction, man, it's just gonna keep you down. It's like a weight. It's like an anchor at the bottom of the ocean, just weighing you down. Right? Cut the chains. You know what I'm saying? Live free, experience life, make your own conclusions, and establish yourself. That's what it comes down to. Omega, bro, I see you, man. My man Omega been in here since the beginning, 3 hours strong. This guy, he running marathons with Divine Sense Boxing, bro, every time, man. I appreciate my man Omega, man. So go ahead and subscribe to that channel, man. And I'll see you guys over there. I'm going to get up out of here, carry on with my day, my Sunday afternoon. The wind is blowing. We got a little storm coming in, man. So maybe we have some excitement at the gym, a little stormy gym session. Looking forward to it, man. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that like button before you guys get up out of here. It's your boy Divine, man. I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, peace out.